Hello everybody and welcome back to Naruto D&D Making Waves, a 5e adventure. I am your DM and I am once again joined by my wonderful players, headed off by Ava Rice Pickle Dill.
I'm excited for us to do our mission and get some B-rank pay.
We shall see. Hikari Kesha Room Scribble.
I just hope I don't mess up.
And Nanamo Junbai, the Storybuster.
Can't wait to show them cool ninja stuff.
We shall see, we shall see, we shall see.
Yep.
When ready, you guys are going to be meeting up at the brand new Wave Village, Hidden Wave Harbor, Ninja Academy. And you have been directed to go to your old classroom around the time classes will start. You guys have not done this in months. But yeah, that's if you're ready to come out of this moment and get ready for our stinger. Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, you guys are gathered here. You arrive actually before all your classmates, and you see them all come in one by one. Katsumi, these idiots, or at least that she would say that about Ava. Zippo, oh, Nanamo, you're here. You're not underestimating my power.
Yeah.
Nanamo, your mom isn't here. Fuck. It's so fucking horrible. I need to come up with anything.
No, keep it. I love it.
You know, literally in his character info, he just one of his likes is MILFs. Character walks in. It's like, oh, the best markswoman in the wave. Hisoka and Bangiru walk in and they give a little quiet wave and a kind of cocky wave. Migite walks in and he looks at Ava and Nanamo kind of incessantly, or not incessantly, but he's giving you guys a little. Who am I missing? Manto walks in. Yeah, Anzen and Manto walk in. Anzen is patting Manto on the back and trying to give him courage to walk in because he apparently knew Ava was here, so he could sense her demonic presence. And then who am I missing? I did Katsumi.
Is that everyone?
I think that's everyone. I can't check. My Discord is still.
Yeah.
I did Zippo. Bangiru.
Migite, Manta, Anzen?
Anzen
was with he was patting his back.
Yuno, Takeshi, Zippo, and Katsumi.
Yes, it's all.
Yeah, that's everybody.
Okay.
Behind them, you all will see as three other figures will enter the room. They are wearing masks themselves this time. These are much better made, way better crafted masks. These are more Anbu style masks. One mask is a hawk mask. Another mask is a spider. And the third person is not wearing a mask. They have it looks like a school mascot costume. It's like a
Okay.
Woo!
Yeah, you see these three people walk in. They don't pay any attention to you guys or pay you any heed, even though you guys are 100%. You don't have to roll for this. You know for a fact they were not in class.
Okay.
Someone took our spots.
They take their seats, and Sheeny arrives as well. And it's oh fuck you guys.
Late Sheeny.
Like the wave.
Morning, Sensei.
Hey.
Will respectfully hand him back his lighter.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Probably polished it, to be honest.
Oh wow. This does look better. In my defense, though, I was kind of being held up because dirty fucking Ava Rice is in my classroom again. Oh, excuse me. I had to get it out of my system before I got back in here. Yeah, that was with him.
The joy isn't it, Trini?
Oh my god, how did you turn out as now normal as you did? Oh my god.
Yeah, he told me that to my face for a year.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I need the three of you to all roll a d6.
Okay, D6. 6.
Monopoly D6, go. 4.
6!
Oh, we both got 6s.
Okay. Rune and Pickle, roll again.
1.
6 again.
Kari gets her 1. Oh. What we are going to do next, I don't know if we're actually going to do this in this session, but I'm going to go ahead and explain it so the players can be thinking about it as we wait for our next session. With this little turn order, so Ava first with her 6, Nanamo second with his 4, and Hikari last with her first, or her 1. You guys are going to choose one student from this group of, it looks like 12 characters so far. It's actually going to be 9 characters for you guys. It's going to be the 9 that you competed with in the festival battle. So once you have each gone through a round picking somebody, you will each have 3 students you will be tutoring, and you will make a team of 4 with those 3 students. I will give you guys the chance to decide now if you want to wait and sleep on this and think about it for a while longer, or if you are ready to make your selection and you guys are unanimous on that, I will allow you to do so before we end off the session. If not, though, the session stinger is Squad 0 overlooking this classroom and wondering what their next challenge will be.
Does everyone know who they want? Because I know 2 of my drafts, and then the third one I'm quite open with.
I'm in the same boat. I have 2 that I want, and I'm basically an open spot.
Yeah, I think most of you are like that. Because you got.
I have all of the students in a tier list.
Yeah, because once Pickle makes their first decision, that's going to change like probably what the rest of you have to do or like will want. So it's going to be a very interesting thing to see. So if you guys want to wait, we can go ahead and here, and I will give you guys the time to think about it some more if you want to, or if you want to go ahead and try and grab those 2 that Pickle and Buster can think of now. I will let you go ahead and make your picks.
I have backups in my mind. I have an ideal 3rd, and an ideal 4th, but like I think I can do it.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I basically have 2 hard wants and 3 would likes.
Yeah, that is exactly where I'm at, so I think we should be okay.
Bryn?
Yep, I'm good to do the selection.
Okay, let's do the selection then. Final selection.
In that case, Sheeny speaks and goes, "Oh, I almost forgot. You 3 in the mask and the weird costume. You're with me." And they look
Do we not get
kind of.
time?
Nope, you don't get a choice on that one. Come on, kids. He takes them out of the room.
Does anyone else think that was a...
No, I mean, she seems like fucking Sheeny to me.
I bet they were black ghosts just waiting to scare us.
Could be Black Ghost, actually. He would take the lazy fucking option and train up a train of his own ghosts.
Like, what are you guys talking about? Can we get this over with already? I don't want to spend more time with you losers than I need to. Other than Nanam, of course.
He's gonna give her an evil look. Yadi, you're tempting, but no, I want that one. She'll point at Yuno, having not actually gotten her name.
I ain't going nowhere with you unless you can use my name. No,
What's your fucking name?
I'm joking. I'm right. It is now Buster's turn to pick.
Z-Man!
Zippo. So Yuno and Zippo are taken in the first round. Hikari, you choose last on round 1.
Bungaroo.
Okay. The quiet gas mask wearing boy walks over to Hikari while Yuno kind of reluctantly walks over to Ava, looking unimpressed with her still, and Zippo walks up to Nanamo and starts fucking dapping him up. Just, fuck yeah! They will never underestimate our power, baby.
I know, we've got this.
And then he hears, Nanamo fool, do we have a new ally? The fuck?
Yeah, I'll show you him later.
Okay. Do you have like a super like hidden like deep?
Oh my
demon
gosh, I
like,
just
weird,
realized.
like a deep dark
Nanamo
power or
puts
some
his-
shit? That people have been underestimating?
Nano puts his fingers to his lips.
Oh, that's so cool.
Okay, Ava, you can.
I'll take Migite.
Wouldn't you like Katsumi better or I think no, the girl who wears the fish costume, I promise she's way stronger than me.
No, I want you.
No, but I really Manta, just fucking go.
Migite, I said, not Manta.
Oh yeah. Oh, you said Migite.
Is it Migite?
I would not have been playing that character that way if you said Migi. If I had heard Migi.
Yeah, that's why I was a little confused. I was like,
"Oh,
Migite
baby,
was
you want me?" Obviously. Oh, I guess you guys did forget your medical check. I'll tell you what. The medical check might be an end story. I'm not gonna lie to you.
that would
Okay.
be good.
That way you can like write the suspense of like Ava trying to find Nano's water heart. Okay, you get Migite. He walks over. Ava, he's gonna high five you.
She'll reluctantly accept, like, she'll take it passively. She won't make any effort for it.
Hell yeah! I'll show you I'm way better than.
Okay, that infused my next decision. I'm not saying this, but it's the only way I remember her because it's all pickle cool, so Giardia. Nanamo doesn't say that.
If you want a better way to remember her name is literally a Missy from Pokemon reference. Her name is Katsumi, which is Missy's Japanese name, and then Gyarados,
Like,
which is like,
honestly,
the first
that will help me.
Gyarados.
That will honestly help me so much.
You know Migi, Zippo, Katsumi. Hikari, you can make your second choice now.
Hisoka.
Awesome. I get to stay with baby brother. And I'll have more time to figure out my voice. Okay. Last choices. There are 3 people left.
Remind me who has trio on?
You would have Manta, Anzen, and Takeshi.
Anzen, you're with me.
Of course, Lady Ava. We shall do honorable things together.
Yeah, about that.
She's not honorable, dude.
Lady Ava's one of the most selfless people in the village.
Yeah.
Well, I for one, am quite happy to learn from her.
Ava's gonna lean over to Nana and be like, he knew me when I was little. And Penny.
You used to be nice when you...
Hikari's going to
Delightful.
lightly
Now.
You
elbow
really
him.
do not remember her. You do your best not to remember her. It's great. It's great. Okay. Buster, your choice.
Who's left again? Just remind me.
You got
Takeshi
Manza,
and Manta.
Yeah, Takeshi and Manta.
Manta's the dude. Manta's the demon dude, right?
Yeah, he's a
Which
shaman.
convinced her. Yep, absolutely Manta.
No fucking way.
No.
No fucking way. That is not how I expected that to go.
Yeah, I was
I'm
also.
not, he
Not a
wants my
problem.
mom, dude. That sounds awkward.
But I thought if we joined teams, I could slowly get closer to you, and I get closer to your mom.
No. My thinking is, these guys don't have... He points to Ava. They don't have a good nutritionist. If you cook for them, Hikari, they'll get strong, and then it'll be you and me in the finals.
Bro. Dude. Ava's always mouthing off, man, but you're the real genius.
I know. Nanamo leans over to Hikari.
Slow clap for Nanamo.
Hey, Kari, I'm sorry.
so sorry.
You do not get a choice. You have to catch it.
Yep.
Okay. Team Avo will now be known as Gold Squad. Gold Squad
Yes.
is Yuno, Migi, Anzen, and Team Captain Ava Rice. Nanamo Junbai. Nanamo Junbai will now be, Nanamo Junbai, or Team Nanamo Junbai will now be known as, oh fuck, I haven't decided on this.
Team Silver?
Yeah.
I
Silver
would have,
Squad.
in the few weeks we've had off, I have dyed my hair silver again. I would have specified that.
Yeah,
that's
I'll make sure the Nanamo the thing is silver here.
Okay, thank you.
And yeah, okay. Squad Silver is Zippo, Natsuki, Katsumi Gyarados, and Manta Asakura, led by Team Captain Nanamo Junbai. And Team Hikari Kesho will now be known as Team Platinum. Team Platinum is made up of Bangiru and Hisoka Yomi, as well as Takeshi, what was his last? Isuhira. And they are led by Team Captain Hikari Kesho. So, with our teams set, you all currently have the run of the village for the most part. However, I do want to establish what the parameters of this mission are going to be, since so far they've been pretty vague. So, as I just said, you've been pretty much set loose on the sandbox that is your home. You guys are going to have some kind of daily routine things to get done, such as your usual training with Shini, and you will be trying to do probably a few direct missions around the village, just so your funding throughout the month does not degrade all too much. However, for the parameters of your B rank mission specifically, players will have a single month time limit to complete their mission, so each day and segment of the day must be used wisely. The mission completion objective is to get 12 would-be getting to pass a final exam proctored by a Jonin level shinobi. All students must be capable of a clone and transformation jutsu, as well as in these will be counted separately from the clone and transformation jutsu in the total, at least 7+ D rank or higher skills of some kind. A competition will be held between the teams in which the winner tutor and team will receive a special prize, and Squad 0 will be expected to maintain their usual duties. I already mentioned that part. So aside from that, let me mention this, that you guys are pretty heavily discouraged from working amongst each other, since Shini is using this as a little bit of a test, and it would kind of just incentivize you guys to all just kind of go to Shini.
Yeah.
Mhm,
How many
makes sense.
D rank jutsus did we need to teach them?
You need to teach them 7+. So I believe each of them should know about 4 D rank skills each. Some of them may have a few E rank skills, but the E rank skills will not count for anything.
Does a C rank count as 2 D rank?
A C rank will count as something that is above D rank. It won't count as 2 D
Sweet.
rank.
Damn it.
Alas.
Yeah, because like some of you have, like Katsumi wanted that water clone scroll, for example, because if you scroll to her genjutsu list, she only has a transformation jutsu. She does not have a regular clone jutsu. So she was trying to kind of, yeah,
All right,
do it in a way she felt was easier for herself. Yeah, as of right now, you guys are in the area you're currently in. Shini and the 3 math students would actually leave, as he said he would be taking those guys.
Okay. So where's everyone gonna go training?
Yeah,
Well,
I've got a place.
and I have an idea of where to go.
Right. Okay. So it's just me then.
What, you didn't think ahead?
No. I've kind of got something in mind, but we'll see. I was thinking since, well, it is a bit of a competition, but if we need to help each other out at any point, it might not be a bad idea to meet up and just have a catch up to figure out, if we can help each other or support each other.
Well, someone sounds unconfident in themselves. Oh wait, I think he left. Never mind. You didn't hear
Yeah.
that.
Shut up, Sheedy, you're not here!
Yeah, you didn't hear that. You didn't hear that.
The DPS hand appears and writes that.
Just the Sheen in Animal's head. Just the Professor Oak. It's not time to use that now.
Yeah, it's not time to use that now.
Wow.
I'm not entirely sure if we're allowed to do that, though.
It wasn't stated
Yeah.
in the rule.
He said we couldn't help each other. Didn't say we couldn't get help, though. Hey, Crabmaster.
Me, yes. This wasn't my original voice. Dirty Evil Race. I don't want to do the whole thing right now. Sorry.
Do you have files on these students?
So, yes and no. I have personally handwritten notes on all my students. Very meticulous, but I don't have, like, files because, we're not supposed to be doing this, and there's, like, an insurgency thing that you really shouldn't exist, so that's, like, a paper trail. You should know this, Dirty Ava Rice.
Yeah, Ava's nodding, like, honestly. He's going, yeah, okay, makes sense. Cool. Give me the fucking notes. I'll destroy them afterwards. Specifically, these 3. She's gonna thumb back
Make a charisma check. Make a persuasion roll.
Okay. Charisma. 18.
Sure. And he will rip out these few little like spiral notebook pages that he has on Migite, and Anzen,
Cool, yeah.
and hand them over to you.
And we'll just start reading it, basically. She wants to know what they already know, any weaknesses Carp has already picked up on, just any details that will make, her more effective at this job.
Hey, you want like any of that now, or?
Sure, I just assumed I could basically read their character sheets, but yeah.
I mean, yeah, you have access to the fucking character sheet, so you're wasting my time,
Yeah.
honestly. So I'm gonna punish you. No. What you basically get is, kind of mean, kind of like Dirty Ava Rice, punish in this way, and then you get Anzen, too nice, not like Dirty Ava Rice at all, punish in this way, and then you get with Migi, not mean, but very bad in general, punish in this way.
Well, that's actually useful. She's gonna tuck that away.
Insight check,
be...
Eva.
Okay.
I like how his standard is Ava. Are they evil?
Insight. 7.
Oh boy.
Yeah, the punishments are also useless. Stop trying to game the goddamn system and play the game. Anything else?
That's
Nope.
all I really wanted.
Should I move you guys to a different scene as you go to do your... Yeah, let's go ahead and just move you.
Yeah.
I have a... This doesn't have to be like where all of you are currently training, but...
I belong where I'm supposed to be.
have you in different little areas. I could have made a custom map that would have all the areas on that you had mentioned wanting to train in, but for now we'll use theater of the mind with this, and say that these areas are pretty spread out. But yeah, this is a nice training field for you guys to do what you'd like to on. For now, I forget what the order we chose teams in is. Let me see if I can check that real quick.
I think it was Hikari. Was it Hikari, Nanamo, Ava, or was it the other way around?
I think it was Ava, Nanamo, Hikari.
Yeah, I know that.
I was in the middle.
Yeah, I think I was first, because I'm pretty sure Nanamo was directly after me, because yes, he chose Katsumi in direct response to me choosing Migite.
Okay. In which case, I'm going to give you all a quick moment to go around in that same initiative order. So Ava, Nanamo, Hikari, and we are going to check and hear from you what you guys are planning to do and start on to, get your training going. So Ava, start us off. What are your thoughts as you are leading your little squad gold to your training location? Where would your training location be? Do you have any more impressions of the team? Is there anything you might want to say to them as you're walking them and leading them there?
Ava would like to go back to the shelter. Specifically, she remembers there was an old storage room, a level down, which could probably be useful. She's pretty sure she saw, Zorian, Mirage, and Kusubi take someone in there to work them over once or twice. So she figures it can probably stand whatever they're going to be up to.
Okay.
As she goes, she's going to, in a very bored voice, be like, okay, you three, let's get the basics out of the way. Tell me what you can do. Tell me what your dream is, something you hate, and why you're in this shithole program to begin with.
I own a mighty shield. I'm good at stealing stuff. I'm shooting shit.
Nodding? Yep, good.
What else did you ask for? I'm sorry. I told about my mighty shield too quickly.
I want to know why you joined the program, and I want to know what your dream is, or what you want out of this program.
Migi and Yuno are going to look at you and kind of boredly say money, and Unzen would say honor, obviously.
They will not. Alright, money we can work with. Honor, well, you might be fucked, Unzen, but he's going to give a shrug, shinobi and honor aren't two words she associates. As you'll start leading them to the shelter.
Anzen seems kind of like he's trying to look for a way to respond to that. Yeah, they will follow you on. Think of it if they've got anything else they should say. You wanted likes and dislikes, I guess. So Anzen likes honeycomb candy. Migi likes stealing shit from people who piss him off. Yuno likes shooting people who piss her off. Anzen dislikes the dishonorable. Migi dislikes Nana Slow, he says, and Yuno will say pussies who can't shoot well.
That feels very pointed.
Maybe.
Yes. I feel like Ava would just give her side eye, but not respond because.
Well, she would actually say ain't well.
Yep, I'm gonna just give her fucking side eye. Just seethe a little bit.
Best markswoman in the wave. But yeah, you guys would arrive to your shelter and then soon make your way down to this storage area you are mentioning. It is, at the moment, cleared out a bit because a lot of the supplies that were there have been turned into supplies that you guys use in the shelter. So it's actually a decent way, a bit clean. It's not fully, spotless, though.
Is there, there's nothing of value here that if it got destroyed would negatively impact the shelter?
Give me a perception roll.
Okie doke. Dirty 24.
That's not bad at all. You can see that there are some empty crates that could be filled with stuff. It's Gato's old stuff, so it's it's old things that are for the shipping depot and keeping ships going and repairing damages to the hull. So it's a lot of not fresh lumber, but it's lumber that could be used for something. So there are some supplies in here, but they are not neatly, but as conveniently as possible. Let's say shoved off into a corner to where the maximum area of the little warehouse basement you're in is still pretty much usable.
She'll nod. She recognizes that's good. That's probably as good as it can be. Okay. First rule. You break my shit, you pay for it. Pointing at the lumber.
I make us train here then.
Because it's the best space we have.
That doesn't seem true.
You have a better suggestion?
No, I just said it doesn't seem true.
Ava's just going to grit her teeth a little bit. She does not know how to deal with having an Ava.
Damn, Ava's pressed. Crazy. You two should stop giving her so much mouth. This is taking longer than it should.
Alright then. I'm just not sure you want me to get straight into the first test now, or...
No, I just wanted you to establish if there's anything else you want to establish. You're fine.
No, that was
over to Nanamo. I just wanted to see how long that took you. And I'm going to give him around the same amount of time. So, Nanamo, same for you. You are able to move your guys where you want to in order to train. Explain to us where you'd like them to train, anything you might be asking them, telling them on the way, stuff like that.
Okay, well, Nanamo actually wouldn't walk with them. Nanamo would ask for the three of them to meet him. I know I said the bridge, but is the dock... Would I be able to use the docks instead? Just a slightly more...
I'm gonna tell you the
It's
same
alright.
thing I told Pickle. The workers and stuff at the docks wouldn't necessarily mind you guys being out there, but they would definitely want you a decent ways away. So you're not in their way.
Yeah, I just
So
want
you
like a stray bit of area over there.
yeah, you'd really be like more so just kind of on the water around the harbor or maybe the village.
That's
with like
kind of
one
what-
with one of those things is kind of like the backdrop. If you were thinking of like a storm. Ninja Storm Arena, like it would be like a ring of water, and then you would see the harbor and the village in the backdrop, kind of the same way that Ava's ring would be that warehouse with maybe like graffiti and like stuff that kind of references Gato around it, kind of crossed out.
Nanamo would ask them to ask for them to meet him there, and he is going to go off and look for Geronimo.
Nanamo, give me an insight roll.
Insight roll.
Insight roll.
Okay, just looking for my modifier for 6. Roll, and then plus 6, 22, 23.
Okay. With your 23, I'm going to say that you do remember that Geronimo made that comment about Geronimo made that comment about hearing about some kind of shelter in the village and wanting to check it out. However, you don't remember a shelter.
Oh.
So I'm going to say your first thought would probably still be to use your Ripple Sensory to see if you can like get a hold of his chakra signature somewhere in the village.
Nanamo will have to try and do that, I suppose.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say because it is like your home turf. This is one of the easiest Ripple Sensories you've ever done. However, where you end up finding the Geronimo chakra signature is on an area I'm going to say that your parents have probably always told you to stay away from, and that is Gato's former hideout.
Okay, I will just walk in, not unbothered by, walking into the elephant graveyard.
If you told your students, your tutoring students, to meet you there, I assume you probably made it there fairly quickly, and you and Ava got dismissed at the same time. So I think you would probably be making it there before Ava and her group arrived. Ava and her group. Yeah.
Nanamo's moving with some urgency because he doesn't want them waiting around too long.
Okay. Which also means, I suppose, Ava is still not going to get a chance to really react to the fact that Geronimo and Nemo are staying at the shelter, but that's fine for now.
Yeah.
You can arrive there, and you will not see Zori and Roger actually, because they would probably be on their gate guarding duty at the bridge. But you can make it into the shelter fairly easily. It's really just being looked after by a few of the adults there at the moment who are, also just kind of unemployed, living in the slums as of like before they made it to the shelter. So you would ask around for Geronimo more likely, and they would point you to this area, like closer to the entrance where you first came in, where 2 cots have been set up in a privacy area. You will find Geronimo.
Hey, sorry to bother you. I hope you both settle in okay.
Hey, nephew.
Hey, uncle. I've got a favour.
Ready?
I've got some new ninjas I need to teach, and one of the things I remember Sheeny doing for us was showing us how good teamwork could be. I'm probably not strong enough to put them in a position where they need to work together, but I thought if you could scare the bejeebers out of them, you might be able to force them to work together and teach that lesson quite quick. I'll make you food in return.
Tell you what, you make me food that I can share with your dad, and we have that conversation we talked about eventually. I'm down.
Yeah, I'm 100%, and I'm willing to even pay you a little bit if you're willing to stick around and help me teach these students after you scare the bejeebers out of them.
Yeah, how exactly are you planning to do that part, though?
I want you to pretend to kill me.
I got a decent bit of practice at that. I think I can do that.
I think you've got the skills to
yeah,
do
lad.
it.
Okay, lad. Sure.
Okay, brilliant. I'm gonna head to the docks. I don't know if you want to bring Fuzz along or if you want to leave her here. I don't know who's trustworthy here. It's a bit of a dump.
Yeah, it's not the best place I've seen yet. And I came from Udon, but there's this nice little broad. There's this nice little broad whose name is like a jumble of fucking months or some shit like that. Her and Nemo, he'd get along well enough, so I'll just leave it with her.
So, okay, brilliant. Where is Nemo here? Or is
She
she off playing with other kids?
Yeah, I'll say she's probably off playing with her kid.
Right, okay, yeah. I'll make sure to bring her some sweet treats as well. I'm heading to the docks now, so if you leave in like 2 minutes from now, and when you see me at the docks, I'll wait, I'll do like a big expression, and when I do that, just come in, make it look like you kick me super hard, like you've killed me, and then encourage my students to fight you one-on-one. Not one-on-one,
Fair
but
enough.
encourage teamwork.
Gotcha. And
Alright,
no
thanks,
need
Uncle.
for me to find you. I already chocolate marked you.
Oh, cool.
It is. You'll look down at your like kidney, and there's a little like kind of like zapping or like exhibit. There's like a little static on it, but like a little chocolate mark there.
That's awesome. Please don't actually kick me. It really hurt last time.
I just make sure you jump back.
Okay. So there is fear in Nanamo's eyes.
You guys give each other kind of like shaky thumbs up, and the agreement is
Thanks
set.
for your help. And Nanamo will run off to meet the rest of his students. I won't ask to roleplay it, but Nanamo would do kind of what she needed with them, where they just have that brief back and forth. You know, kind of the usual ninja student thing. What are your interest goals?
I think I have their. I'll have to put their
you-
likes. I don't have their likes, and that's probably something I could have very easily done when I was like making the characters. I'll think of some of that stuff earlier or like later on.
Yeah.
If you give me a second, but for now we'll move to Nisakari Kesho and see how she is moving her students along and where she's taking them and what she might be doing with them.
So Hikari is leading her students towards the forest, and while they walk, Hikari tells them, okay, first things first, I want you to tell me 3 things. What you like, what you dislike, and why you decided to become a ninja.
Oh, okay. What we like, what we dislike, and why we became a ninja. I like sweet buns. They're nice. That's Hisoka.
Okay.
Yeah, bro, sweet buns are great, Takeshi says.
Okay.
As for me, I like, I really like that, like, burned, like almost like deep fried spaghetti. That shit's amazing. Can't get them to make it at Omodebukai though. So it's real promo, bro. But I'm gonna keep asking Miss Barra. Miss Barra. I like Miss Barra too, he's gonna say.
I can tell.
And then Bangiru will say, reading. With dislikes, Hisoka will say, I dislike adults who can pay attention to things. They're trickier to pull the wool over their eyes. And Takeshi will say, I hate when Nanamo acts like we aren't soul brothers. And or, like adopted father and son. And Bangiru will say...
Hearing that part, Hikari's going to think to herself, okay, we are really going to need to nip that in the bud soon.
I can't think of any other character traits, I'm sorry.
Fair.
He just loves this man's mother, I'm sorry. That's all I can think of. Bangiru dislikes, she will say, sweet buns. Or they will say, sweet buns. Little brother. Okay. Sweet buns, canny adults, or like adults who are observant adults. And what they like plans for the future or goals for the future. Hisoka wants to run a gang. Takeshi wants to take over Omodebukai. And Bangiru wants to support their big brother. Did you get all
Okay,
that?
yep, so at this point, I'm going to assume that Hikari has now led them into the middle of the forest, and so she turns to them with a smile and says, okay, now that we're here, I think we should start this off with a little icebreaker game. How do you feel about playing monsters?
I'm not familiar.
It's a game my mother taught me when I was little. One person is the prince or princess, and the other 3 are the monsters. The person who is the royal must hide within the forest using any and all means that they possibly can in order to evade the monsters, while the monsters have to do everything they can to capture the royal. With me so far?
I think I'm following. Yeah, sounds fun, bro.
Okay, since this is your first time playing, I'll be the royal this time, and you 3 can be the monsters. 5-minute head start, and then come catch me if you can. And with that, she's going to body flick her away.
Wait, I wonder if this is like hide and seek and we should, close our eyes and count. Didn't specify, bro. And we'll leave your group with that for a moment as we return back to Ava and her group, as we will see what she is doing. Because I don't think you specified exactly what you wanted them to begin doing.
No. Once I have them, Ava's going to pull out 2 of her fake coins. She's going to take up position on the far side of the, training room. I'm going to say, okay, we're going to do a little test. Your job is to get these coins from me. How you do it, I frankly don't give a fuck. Also, I'm not holding back, so you bet not either. And with that,
Whoa. But this sounds like it's going to be pretty intense.
she's just going to smirk like, yeah, obviously, it's kind of the vibe, He's not going to babysit these children, even though they're older than her. She's going to basically, yeah,
Are you saying they should roll initiative then?
I am saying they should roll initiative.
Okay, they will.
I should probably
roll
do
that
the
initiative.
same.
Give me a second to clear the thing. We're gonna add Ava to the turn order. We're gonna add Yuno to the turn order, Migi to the turn order, and Anzen to the turn order. Okay.
Nat 20 on the initiative. Fuck yeah. A 23
Yeah,
for initiative.
nice. 23. I will warn you. Well, no, we won't change anything. We won't make anything too different. +3 and a. How do you have a plus? Oh yeah, you don't have a good dex. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, my dex is dog shit.
I was talking about Migi actually. Funnily enough. 1d20 +4 for who will also crit and go one above Ava. Holy shit, she does not like you.
That's so fitting that she finds a way
She doesn't fucking like you.
Best
markswoman in the wave, huh?
Fucking
Anzen roll a d20 +3. He's just going to get a 12. I believe he'll probably be in the middle of the pack because Migi dumped his dex, so he might be in some crazy waters with this final d20 +0. Yeah, 4 or 5. Okay, will start off, and then then Ava will go, then Anzen, then Migi. Okay. This is probably not the best way for them to start, so I'm going to start them like this, if that makes sense.
Yep, makes sense to me.
In that case, is going to start off very, very simply. She's just going to use her bonus action to give herself an advantage on her attack roll this turn, and then she is going to fire off 2 shots at Ava. So she's rolling 2d20. That 15 is definitely going to hit. That 5, I believe, should miss.
Yeah, her AC is 16, so yeah.
Okay, and then she will roll 1d6 +3 on Ava. So 1d6 +3. Ava, you're going to take 6 damage.
Okie doke.
Here we can do the thing so you get 50.
I'm down to 51 at the moment.
61. See if you have bar.
Sorry, yeah.
And then we can fix it on 51.
Yep.
Nice little chunk. And she will end her turn. Oh, actually, no. She'll move behind Anzen and end her turn. That will make it your turn now.
Okay. Ava will just, as a little test, she'll probably just use, she'll slip the 2 coins into her right hand, because that's her offhand. And then with her left, she'll throw 2 of her, little coins. 1 at, Anzen and 1 at Migi, just to see how they handle, having live fire, even if it is just her weakest coins.
Okay, I want you to give me 2 ranged attack rolls, 1 at a 16 AC and 1 at a 15 AC.
Okay.
Copy
this, so I have to do it twice.
Oh, good.
And a crit once again, and an 8. So I think I'm hitting Anzen, but not hitting Migi.
Okay, you are going to end up hitting Anzen, but not hitting Migi.
I critted on Anzen.
So roll your damage for Anzen, because I believe there's nothing you can do about that.
Yep. Okay.
That's 5 damage.
Is that 10 damage to Anzen?
I guess it would be doubled. So 16. So that chunks him out pretty well. That will be your action. Are you doing anything else?
Yeah, she'll just yell, "Heads up, Anzen!"
Suitable shot, Lady Ava.
Migi, good evasion.
Yeah, I didn't really do much.
And with that, she'll end her turn.
That it will become Mr. Anzen's turn. I believe he will keep you from doing anything like that anymore, and he is going to charge in. So he is going to make it into melee range with you, and he is going to use his action for a shield bash. So he's going to make an unarmed attack and spend one of his martial die, and if he does, when he hits a creature with an unarmed attack for the end of the current turn, he can choose to shove that creature using an attack roll in place of his athletics. He's going to actually just do the damage. So he's just going to run and bash the shield into you. So let's roll that damage. 1d20 plus his. Yep. Yeah, you won't need the plus, I guess. That's going to be 1d6 plus 2 for a nice 7 damage on Ava. And on top of that, I'm going to say that he would have used his bonus action to put up his dominance banner. So he lifts his little trash can shield, and a little spark of electricity rolls off of it. His chakra reduces by about 5. And you can see that a few choice parts of his allies are now glowing with a kind of bluish chakra look to them. But that will be the end of Anzen's turn, I believe, because he only has his reaction left. left, and I will bring it to Migite. Migite is going to abuse the fact that he has an ally within range, and he is going to use his bonus action to cast a jutsu you don't see the effects of, but you do kind of feel the pressure of the chakra of, and you feel like there's something behind his back now. His chakra is going to reduce by 4. He'll go down to 11 chakra. He will approach from Anzen's side, and he is going to make a unarmed strike on Ava. However, when he hits, it feels like this attack has way more than just a single unarmed strike behind it. So he's going to roll to attack you now. 1d20 plus... Oh, he crit fails.
Oh, dang.
He is accidentally going to... going to say... He's going to hit Anzen.
Or Anzen.
Anzen's going to take 1d4 plus 4. Yeah, so he's going to take another 6 damage. Taking him down to 10. Sir Migite, aim better. Sorry, bro. Migi, however, has a light property on this attack, so he's going to go for another hit. That's a decent bit better. Let me make sure I do my math correctly, because he could still hit. No, it's not going to hit. Okay, so Migi will instead back up with the rest of his movement. If you get an attack of opportunity, if you'd like to take it, but...
I'll take it. I'll just throw, a coin at him. Ava's obviously not trying to actually kill them, so that's why she's just using, light coin-based weapons. To be like, let's just, give him a little nick, a little taste of pain, effectively.
We'll hit.
Yeah, that'll hit. So, it's just... it's just a little 2 damage.
Bring Migi down to 20 damage. Baby, damn! He will skirt by. That will bring us back to Yuno's turn. And with her teammates in position, she will move 10 feet to her right. She will aim down sights once again, using her bonus action to give herself advantage on her hit. And she is going to make a called shot to shoot the coins out of your hand. So your AC will increase by 2.
I'm so proud of her doing exactly like, yes, she still makes it.
She still is going to make this. And actually, I'm going to say she's probably going to go ahead and spend some chakra when she does this, so there's no chances of you pulling anything, weird. She is going to spend 5 for a chakra and call out a Fallen Heaven Divide, and you see the ends of these little cap guns she is using, like from the cap gun rally that have been modified. They glow kind of a little bit with like the blue color of chakra. And I need to reduce her chakra by 5. And you see an attack that almost looks a little familiar to Ava.
I mean, if she uses like divide, if she says it, or if Ava recognizes, anything of it, she probably will be stunned enough, to let lose her focus on her own coins for a second.
Soaring Heaven Divide Soaring Hell Divide also does 3d10s. I believe that would destroy your coin, even if it hits.
Yeah.
So the coin, at least one of those coins, is destroyed, I'm going to say. Or like knocked completely out of your hand, without actually damaging your hand. Yeah. Good thing she gave herself advantage on that, because the other thing was a complete failure. So that is her action and bonus action, ending her turn with her movement, and she will still have her reaction.
Does she catch the coin that she knocked out of the hand?
It's destroyed. She does not recover it. She destroys it. She, whether you wanted her to recover or not, she's choosing to destroy it, I'm saying.
Fair enough. Ava will still count that as claiming. It was taken away from her.
Yeah, ain't no way you're gonna take that from me. That's a valid point there. Best marksman and woman in the web. You're just looking for an excuse not to count it.
Ava nods. She counts it. Because she can't help but remember how she did the exact same thing to Sheeny to win the bone test. So... she's gonna just nod, like 1 coin left.
Even though that one was a complete accident.
That was. I think Ava's going to just gold up her fist and swing a hit at Anzen. He's in range, just to see.
Oh, I'm sorry. That would have had extra damage on it too, but I didn't count it because he wasn't exacting you. I'll remember that next time.
Fine. Yeah, I think Ava's gonna take her fist. Oh yeah, I don't think that's gonna hit at all. An 8.
That will bounce off of his trash can lid shield. You can make a light attack second, go at it if you would like to, but it would have no modifier on it.
I think she might as well use her other one to just, throw one back at Yuno.
Go for it.
Okay, so no mod. 17 breach her AC.
That would breach her AC, except, Anzen can interpose this. And a 17 would breach his AC. However, because he has the Dominance banner up, I'm going to say that he can actually reduce that damage just a little bit. So that attack does not go off, Ava. Anzen will scoot in front of it, interpose, and reduce that damage. So if you want to roll the damage, he will
Okay.
reduce it by 1d4.
I mean, it is 1d4, so with no modifier. Yeah, he might be able to reduce that to 0. Oh, yeah.
He reduces that to 0 damage. So you fling your coin out, and you see you kind of get the feeling, I'll say, that your passive is high enough that you can tell it feels kind of like a similar chakra nature to, what is his name? Geronimo. So you can figure that it is lightning, as that attack does not go off. Are you doing anything else at your turn?
Nope, that'll be Ava's turn. She'll probably just, be like, she'll begrudgingly tell good aim, and then she'll give, Anzen more straightforward praise, going, good, use your shield to deflect shit for your squishier teammates.
But I am no coward, Lady Ava. I will show you. You are a worthy opponent, so I'm sure you can take it. And he will square up with you once again, and he is going to try and shield bass one more time. But this time, he's actually trying to shove you into a set of crates that are still there. Like, not the ones you distinguish, like, not to point or to hit, but just like...
Yeah, just some basic crates, yeah.
I believe... Let me count. That should not hit. Ava has a 17 while golded up.
Yeah, I believe so.
But you get blocking on your combat bracers, so you should go up by 1 when you do...
okay, then, yeah.
Loads out, so it should be 17. So
yeah.
you just avoid it. So kind of tit for tat. Monson tries to like shove it into you, and you hold your ground. So you two are kind of pressed together doing that at the moment. And he doesn't have anything else to do, but he will maintain a concentration check. That's going to be a 12 plus a 2 in that. The DC is a 12, so he will maintain his concentration on his Dominus banner, and he will end his turn after that. Yeah, good job, Monzo. That will bring us to Migite's turn once again, and he is going to use his movement to move around to Ava's blind side, since she's pressed against Anzen, and he is going to make a second attack roll at her, but he is also going to increase the AC of her to go for the coins. I'm actually going to let him roll 2 dice, though, because he activated that jutsu that he did not really specify what it was, so neither of those will hit. So that's going to fail once again. Migi is not putting up numbers. And just to keep things fresh, we're going to leave you right here for a moment, Ava, as we will flip over to Nanamo's training.
Okay. Maybe I could have taken these kids watching Ava take them, but who knows?
They're like half your strength.
Yeah. Anyway, I want to teach them that shinobi. There's going to be stronger, bigger dogs out there, and this is the best way I know how to do it. So once Nanamo makes it to the docks, he will probably spend a moment just looking for like the dock master and just be like, look, something's about to go down, just a warning, everything's under control, no one's in any danger.
Make a charisma or make a persuasion roll.
Make a persuasion, okay. 15 plus 4, 19.
With a 19, the dock worker you are talking to looks a little bit weirded out by you, but he more so seems like he is interested in like finishing up his break and finishing up the day so he can get off work than actually investigating or like thinking too much on like what you are.
He's probably seen me around. I've come fishing here once or twice before.
Yeah, I'm sure he knows of you.
Yeah, and that once he's done that, Nanamo will finally show his face to his team. He'll be like, this is when he'll start going, oh yeah, he'll do his usual jargon, asking, what are your interests, what are your likes, what's your goal from becoming a ninja?
Zippo likes fire. Katsumi will tell you that she likes shopping, and Manta will tell you that he likes studying scripture.
Nanamo takes this all in. Why did you all become ninjas?
Because people underestimated my power, obviously.
Obviously.
Like, because I could, and like it would be like cool and stuff. And Manta is going to say, it was the best option available to me.
That makes sense. I know some people like that. Alright, okay. So we're going to start with some just generic training. I just want to get an idea of how strong all of you are. And Nanamo will just kind of start standing up, and he's going to try and just make a big show of this stand-up to kind of give his uncle the signal to come in. I just want to get an idea of where all of you are and just to gauge where we need to go. And as he stands up, that's when he wants Geronimo to come in and just like absolutely send him to the moon. He's bracing for it ever so slightly.
Okay. As you give this signal, somebody appears like lightning, a strike. Somebody who would have a few weeks ago resembled Nanamo greatly because of their shared hair color, but now the resemblance is not nearly as super strong. Nanamo, you two are both going to make a performance roll for me.
Oh, goody.
So I need yours, and I'm going to pull up Geronimo's sheet, and I will do his roll for myself.
Performance. I'm really good at them as well.
Geronimo. Maybe Geronimo will help you. I mean, technically, you guys are helping each other, so if anything, this should be a stacked advantage, where you will roll twice, take the higher, and add 2.
Should I just roll again?
Roll again and add 2 to whatever the higher roll is. Where the fuck is Geronimo?
Natural 20.
Oh, sweet!
Of course.
The duality of man. 24 if you're curious.
A 24. Okay. His performance. He has a 0 in performance. So he's going to roll his 2 plus 2. I mean, probably you guys don't need it because whatever he gets, unless he crit fails.
Nanamo in Space, Part 2.
Okay, he does not crit fail, which is all that needed to happen. So he's going to take that 9, add 2 to it to make it an 11. So, like, in total, you guys are having, like, a 35 performance. So he appears. You know, the lightning strikes, even though it was just a clear sunny day. You, in this like little slow motion moment, can see these looks of shock and kind of horror on your tutoring students and like former classmates' faces as Geronimo does this very extremely telegraphed kick from everything you've like seen of him so far. Like even the little like sparks of lightning like coming off of it are really meh. You can even hear like Marlon and your go no. Like in slow motion.
Just to add to the scene.
Yeah, to add to the scene. No. I'm too young. And then like there's this impact, this like perfect kayfabe, perfect WWE like kayfabe. Like he like sends the kick out, but he also like claps his hands like as it would seem like it's hitting you. And that's kind of like a scene of like, okay, make it look like your head's like exploding into like a burst of like, blood and water or something like that, or something fall back or fly back or something like that. And
Nanamo will kind of like in the motion. If the transformation jutsu's subtle enough, he'll make his body appear like it's got no head.
Ooh, that's clever.
Yes.
Yeah, you can do that. You're actually getting very used to not having vital parts of your body.
Very used.
Dude.
Okay. So Nanamo will just kind of float weightlessly underwater, like a good as far as his body would ragdoll, and then just sit there floating without a head.
I've been waiting on doing that since fucking Udon. Now, for the rest of you. He'll look at your team, and they will instantly be like, ha, 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 and Katsumi's gonna go, Dad! And then Zippo's gonna go, finally, somebody who's not underestimating my fucking power. And
priorities!
Yeah, thanks, Zippo. Yeah.
And Monta prays for you. Monta very fearfully prays for you. Like, oh shit, I'll say a prayer so his body or his soul doesn't burn forever. I heard he did a lot of stuff.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
He was also like Ava's friend and stuff like that, so that can't be bad. Like, good for him.
Yeah, honestly, dear Kami, please don't burn his soul too horribly. I'm sure he doesn't deserve a complete, eternal damnation and horrible suffering. Amen.
Okay, you guys seem fucking weird. So here's the deal. One can hear you. I'm faster than you. You can't get help before I kill you all. He's like looking in his hand to see what you told him to say. Prepare for trouble and make it up. What the fuck does that even mean?
I didn't have a lot of time. What Nanamo would have said to him alternatively is probably like, look, you kids have to either entertain me, kind of giving whatever Sheeny said to him, either entertain me or everyone's gonna die who you love. And killing Nanamo was just kind of proof that, fuck me, we really don't stand a chance. That's kind of the summensis of what Nanamo wanted.
In that case, we're gonna roll a new initiative, and you are actually gonna play your students, and I will play Mikite for you.
I think you mean Geronimo.
The easiest way to do. All right, yeah, Geronimo. Jesus, I don't know why Mikite's name is like the filler name.
Pinky on the brain.
Pinky on the brain. Okay. Let's see. 1d20 for Geronimo with that nice juicy +7. So he's gonna get a dirty 26.
Manta is +2. Nice. Right, 9 for Manta.
It's at 9. I assume he'll probably go last.
Oh, probably not. 9 for Kasumi.
Katsumi and Manta can do some collaboration jutsus, even though she fucking hates his guts as well.
And 5 for Zippo.
Zippo goes last. They might as well just be getting a fucking surprise round on them. Okay, let's see. Geronimo, what are you starting off with, buddy? Well, he knows your guys aren't too super strong, so he's going to start this off super light. He's going to use a chakra pulse and change the nature of the chakra to a nice little stack electricity. So I need all of your characters to make a DC 18 Dex saving throw, or they're going to take 2d4 lightning damage.
Okay, roll. Alright, so Manta got a Dex 10. Katsumi got a 20. God, plus I'm 21. I'm feeling sorry for all the rolls you have to do. And Zippo got a 18? 17.
Zippo and Katsumi are going to avoid it, and Manta is going to take the full 2d4. So, actually, no, I guess it would be 2d4 plus 5. So 5 damage to Katsumi, and Zippo 10 damage to Manta.
Okay.
24. And then we'll take him down to 14, since he got chunked pretty bad by that. She has 20 and 27, and then she's going down to 15. He has 16 and 23, and he's going down to 9.
Okay.
Zippo. And then Katsumi has, keep realizing everybody probably not using the screen recording of this for the full battle, so. After that, Geronimo is going to use his movement to, I will say he will cut off any kind of exits the your team may be trying to. He's gonna like get himself in front of the harbor and the village, so they can't run to that area.
Good. Okay, that's good thinking. Top tier play. Let's
He
see how
will end his turn.
Okay.
Bring it to Katsumi.
Okay, bring it to Katsumi. What can you do? I remember some things.
Like, are we gonna die?
Like, are we gonna die? Such a genuine question. Probably not.
Is my dad gonna come save us, or like is Nano getting back up, or like what's? I don't even know what's going on right now. This guy just hurt me though, so I'm like really mad.
Katsumi, obviously not a medic if he's looking at Nano and being like, he can walk off not having a head.
You get up.
Does she not have chaotically stupid? Yeah, she is chaotic stupid.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'll probably try the marching fish jutsu for her. You manipulate war release. I imagine it's reduced chakra cost because she's on a fucking body of water.
Yeah, reduce the chakra cost by 2.
Okay, sweet.
And,
okay. So,
if you had multiple enemies, you could increase how many you're targeting by 1.
okay, so make a melee ninjutsu attack. Okay, so we'll remove 2, bring you down to 25, and then is it what 3d6 on him?
I believe so. If you hit, you have to make.
If I hit, which is a +6 to hit. God. Oh god, that's a lot of dice. I'm assuming 9 doesn't hit.
No, a 9 unfortunately does not hit Uncle Geronimo. His AC is pretty decent because of his dex.
Okay.
So that will miss. He kind of zips by. Not good enough.
Okay, not good. She hasn't got any bonus action, has she?
Like, oh shit.
Like, oh
She
shit.
might have bonus action. Oh
Okay.
fuck.
I'll go to Manta then.
It is Manta's turn then.
Oh, this is a great way to see what I need to teach them, though.
Definitely is, yeah.
You cannot. Weapons you are holding. Blessed weapon. Could I cast it on something else, or is it just weapons you are holding?
I believe you can cast it on weapons your allies are holding as well.
Okay, so with Manta's turn, he will turn to Zippo, who does have like trench knives or something, I believe, and he will like bless weapon them. The damage die becomes 1d12 necrotic. So that costs 4 chakra, so he's down to 20. And I will. That's concentration as well. 1 reaction when you take damage, you make note. Okay. I will probably just have him attack with his spear. Let's give a spear strike. And so I believe in you. Okay. Do it. 9 does not hit, does it?
I'm sorry, that's not going to hit either. He's going to weave out of the way of that as well.
Yeah.
It's kind of very
Toying.
he's very, very spider sense. Very they're swinging at him and he's almost looking at them and be like, why don't you just mail me the attack?
Okay.
That'd be faster.
That would be faster. Alright, but the good news is I've set Zippo up for something. That was the plan. So you manifest as. Sorry, I'm learning how these things work. I've read them before.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
You can make a melee ninjutsu attack against a creature.
I think I know what you're reading, actually.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do. Is it Sanguini Blade?
It's Sanguine. Yeah, it's his Ember Edge, his Sanguine weapon.
Yeah. Right, okay. Yeah. So he's gonna do this. I'm just double checking. As a bonus action, use my weapon to move and repeat the attack against your thing. Okay. So as his main action, he can do this, and then again he can use it. Okay. Shit. That's awesome. Damn. I'm learning this jutsu. Okay, yeah, so it's his ninjutsu modifier, which is +5. Come on. 19!
Nice.
19. I'm going to allow to hit.
Okay.
Geronimo's AC is actually 20, but let's say he's holding
it took
back.
me quite hard. It took me a lot to hit him, so I knew I was.
It took you a lot to hit him, yeah. So I'm allowing this one to hit.
Okay, hold on. Let me just change this to D6. So it's 3D6.
That's 1D12 from.
Yeah, from the thingy mabobbers. Oh Jesus. I've ordered on this.
Sometimes it happens, buddy. Sometimes it happens.
Yeah, it happens. And then plus 3, so it's 16 points of damage.
3 minus 16. It's not a bad turn at all.
That's not a bad turn. And as a bonus action, you command your weapon to move up to 30 feet.
If you go with the highest rank of that he has, you can use his Pyronado attack.
Oh, can I? Okay, alright, I'll leave it there for now, because chakra is a thing at this level.
Chakra is a major thing at this level.
Because they have burnt through a fair chunk of theirs already. Alright, yeah, I will leave his turn there. I'll have him move. No, I won't. Oh, fuck, the HP sucks. Guys, I'm feeding you constantly to get your constitution up. Yeah, that'll be their turn.
With that, I'm going to say that Geronimo is going to give your, let's say, corpse a little glance to see like how you're feeling about things, and then he's like looking at you like he's looking at you like through your transformation, like trying to like peek at them, like so.
I imagine Nanamo's sat up now because they're so fixated on the fight. He's still lost his head in case he needs to flop backwards and make it look like he died. He's giving like he's kind of waving his hands in a way which indicates he's getting there, but just like a round or two more, he'll be happy.
And Marlon's taking notes for you.
Thanks, Marlon.
Yes, and that fool with the fire, he needs to really work on his kind of. He's fucking weak. If you hit him too hard, he's going down.
I'm surprised he's not dead already, Marlon.
Be careful. That sounds like underestimating his power.
You want to look at his HP pool and tell me I'm underestimating his power.
As that is said, I will say Zippo does feel a disturbance in the force. Okay. We are going to flip over to Miss Hikari Kesho in her team's monster game. Mm-hmm. So you have gotten your head start and began to hide, and your tutoring students are now searching for you.
Just as a heads up, Hikari would have used her 5 minutes to set traps in the area.
Do you want to, for the moment, I'm going to mark out like on the screen. Let me get the little paint tool. Let's say your little box is like this big. So anything within this area, feel free to like mark down like this is the trapped like 5 foot square. This is a trapped 5 foot square. This is a trapped 5 foot square.
Okay, so
also go ahead and give me a Hikari stealth roll, and I want you to make it with quintuple stack advantage. So you are going to roll twice, take the higher, and add 10 to it.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, holy shit. I mean, you had 5 minutes, so 14 plus 10.
That is 24.
Or 14 plus 10 plus your actual
Hikari knows this forest.
Yeah, that too. So that would have also added a second. Yeah, she would have definitely like gotten a big advantage. So I wanted it to reflect that.
Yep. So that is 24.
Okay. So they need to beat a 24 with either passive perception or a perception check to find you like that, and you can mark. What is your? Here's what we're gonna do. Every round, I will allow you to put out a new trap, but for the first round, you can trap 4 squares.
Okay.
So you want one right here where you're pinging, right there. Boom. Okay. And then they're gonna roll an initiative with Hikari. So go ahead and give me an initiative roll.
Okay, that is a D20. I got a nat 1.
Okay, they're rolling 3D20s. Hisoka is going to get a 12. Bangaru is going to get an 8. And Takeshi is going to get a 7. So, Hisoka, Ban, Takeshi, and Hikari. Okay. I think that going first, Hisoka is going to make his perception roll. He's not going to be able to find you initially, so he is going to advance, I'm going to say 10 feet, and then I am going to roll 1d4 to see if he steps into one of the 2 trapped spots available to him now. If it is a 2 or a 4, he will step into it. If it is a 1 or a 3, he will step into one of the adjacent spots that is not trapped. He steps into the trap to his upper right. Hikari, do you want to describe what that trap is?
That is a sticky trap. A trap that he designed after the whole hornet that she came up with after the whole hornet thing, where you're basically stuck in super sticky stuff that sticks you to the floor, your clothes.
Oh, like the little fly trap paper, little
Is it
sticky
Yep.
fly paper. I love those. That's amazing. Okay. To flavor this, I'm gonna say that Hisoka's walking, he's walking, and he is. I'm going to reduce their HP, even though they're probably not taking like major hits from you, and you aren't setting any of these up to be lethal, I'm sure,
Nah.
or like to even like be harmful enough to make them bleed.
No. They are all
he's-
to ensnare and contain.
Okay. He's gonna take 2 damage though, taking him down to 16 HP as he gets his foot stuck and ends up tripping and falls on his butt. And like has to like ends up kind of getting wrapped up in the paper a bit and has to spend the rest of his turn getting himself out. So now Bon is going to go, big brother, you look silly, and they're going to try and advance up here, but now they need to roll a d4 as well. 2 or 4, they will step into that trap. They get a 1, so they will advance on further, but because there's another trap here, I'm going to make them roll again. They got a 4, so they are stepping into this trap now. Do you want to describe this trap?
That is a snare trap. It is very similar to the traps that Hikari uses on the animals she hunts. Basically, it's wires and string used to tangle you up so you can't move.
Would this be a snare trap that is set up to where it's like on a pulley system with a tree to where they might be pulled off their feet and like kind of suspended over to the ground? Or would this be one where it's like you would set it between a place that you think game is going to run by, so it will snare them on the ground and like keep them there?
It'd be the one that snares them on the ground because the tree one has the risk of snapping the person's neck if it moves too fast.
You're right. Okay, in that case, Bon is also going to take 1d4 as they trip. They're going to take 1 damage, and they end up bonking their head against Hisoka's, as they end up, like, they're kind of hitting this spot, but they're, like, bounce back to this spot.
Yeah.
And then Takeshi's going to go, whoa, bros, oh, I got some good berries for you. He's, like, coming up to give one to Bon first. He's going to roll his d4, 2 or 4. He's stepping into that trap. 2, he steps into this trap. He really didn't need to. So describe that trap for me.
That is a wire web trap. It's basically like a spider web, but with wires instead of, spider silk.
Okay. All 3 of your students are suddenly bound and on their butts for a moment. These 3 traps, however, are now spent, but I will allow you to put out 1 more trap and rehide if you would like to.
Okay, 1 second. Hikari is going to put another trap right here.
A diabolical spot indeed. You want to maintain your current hiding spot?
Hikari is going to move a teeny tiny bit 5 feet away and can maintain her hiding.
Because you're moving such a small distance away, I'm actually going to allow you to maintain your 24 stealth roll for now.
Okay.
So that will bring us back to Hisoka's turn. He's going to make a fresh perception roll, but this time he is going to try and use some genjutsu to try and distort maybe where he's looking to give himself an advantage on it. So maybe it's like he assumes you're watching him as they're trying to find you. So if he can make you think he's looking somewhere else, he might be able to get you to give up your current location. So he's gonna roll 2d20 for perception. It'll be very hard for him to beat that 24. So he is not going to beat that, unfortunately. He will spend his turn advancing.
Oh wait, that was just the raw dice roll. I didn't add my proficiency.
For your new hiding?
Stealth.
Oh yeah, you just got the plus 10 from the advantage, but you would have gotten your proficiency as well, so it's probably like a plus 28 or something like that.
My total is 26. Is 26.
That's
So
gonna be very difficult.
that's gonna be real tough.
Okay, Hisoka's going to advance up 5 feet. He's gonna roll that d4. He gets a 3, so he is going to avoid it. And he is now, I'm going to say, he's dangerously close to you. So if he rolls perception again in this area, he will have a way better chance to find you. That's gonna bring us to Bangiru's turn. He is going to advance up because that is the only direction he would more than likely go. Hisoka's right there, so they can kind of make a grid and sweep through here. So he's definitely stepping into this trap. So he is just going to take 1d4. That's going to be another 4 damage.
Bad luck, Bangaroo.
Bad luck, Bangiru.
Very bad luck.
Did you say the description?
No,
of the
I
trap
didn't
is
say
again?
what type of trap that is. I'm going to say that's a pitfall trap with sleep poison at the bottom.
Okay, in that case, I think Bangiru and Hisoka are going to use their siblings' reaction together since they are within 5 feet. Hisoka will stop looking for Hikari for just a moment, and he is going to reach out a hand and kind of skid to the end of the pitfall, and Hisoka is going to dig Bangaru will dig one of his syringes into the siding of the pitfall, kind of breaking it and slowing his fall just before he completely goes down. They'll catch hands, and he pulls him back to the top, so he does not go fully down, but he will take that 4 damage as let's say the glass from that syringe breaking in his hand kind of scratches him.
Yeah,
that will be the end.
But he
of
doesn't
turn.
get hit by the poison gas.
He does not. Yes, and that will end both their turns and also eats up their reactions, so they cannot use a reaction to look for Hikari again if she moves from this spot. And then Takeshi is going to proceed, because moving directly forward did not work super well for him last time. He's going to go diagonal once, and then he's going to roll that 1d4 again. 2 or 4, he steps on a trap. On a 1, he misses it. So he's going to advance here to be next to the pitfall with Bangaru, and he's going to come here. And then he is going to make a perception roll with double advantage. So he's going to roll twice and add 4 to the higher roll. So, well, actually, he needs to use his actual thing too. Let me look at his, because he might actually be able to find you this time. It might be Takeshi, guys.
Huh.
It might be Takeshi Itsu here who finds a card. Let's see. His perception is a nice +2. So to that 19, he's going to add 4, making that a 23, and then 2 to make that a 25, just below Hikari's 28 stealth. So he feels like he sees you for a bit, and then he gets distracted, listening to Bangaru and Hisoka, helping each other out of the hole. Yeah. And he looks back, and the thing he was looking at you, looking at that looked like you, looks now like a kind of just a bundle of leaves and trash on the ground. It is no longer Hikari. So it is back to your turn. You may put out another trap and move and redo your stealth if you'd like to, as you are being closed in on currently.
Yeah, Hikari is going to move this away and put a trap here.
Nice. That'll bring it back to Hisoka's turn. So after he...
Do you want me to re-roll my stealth?
Yeah, you can go ahead and re-roll it this time. You will still get your quintuple advantage. So
okay.
Roll twice and add 10 to the higher roll. 10 plus 2. So 12. So 12 plus 13 for a dirty 25, I believe.
Yep.
That's still not bad. You're still sticking well over 20.
I'm only 1 point lower.
Yeah. Had this been the turn that Takeshi looked for you, he would have found you.
Yep.
Okay. So that'll bring us back to...
Did Takeshi end up taking damage, or...?
He was supposed to. If he hasn't, I'm going to give him 2d4.
No, he hasn't.
Okay. He'll take a nice juicy 8. And that'll bring him down to 14, I think.
Okay.
No, wait. 24 minus 8 is not 14.
16.
24. Yeah, 16. Okay. Yeah, so Hisoka ejects on Bangaru, and then he makes the decision that they should probably just move as one instead of doing it this way. So they're going to make a grid this time and begin proceeding to the left as one. So now they're going to make one whole perception check where they're all helping each other. So this will give them a +3, or a quintuple, I should say. So they're going to roll 2d20 and add 6 to the higher roll. I believe they'll catch you this time.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be 18 plus 6 for a 24, and then they would also have whoever's mod they use. So they will find Hikari this time. Hikari, I will let you decide if that ends your game or not. Do they need to catch you, or do they need to just find you?
I'm going to say they need to catch her, because she did say, catch me if you can.
They now have eyes on you, so if you move from here this time, they will get, not attacks of opportunity, but you'll have a much harder time hiding from now on.
Yeah.
It won't be a quintuple stack. In that case, I'm going to end their collective turn since they used it to join up to find a card this time. So you can move again and make a passive trap if you would like to and try and hide again, or you can take some kind of action to be more proactive this time if you would like to.
Then Hikari is going to move here, set another trap here, and let me think. She does have her stiletto daggers now, but that's another thing I need to remember. But Hikari is going to use poison mist in order to spread sleeping poison gas.
I believe that's going to be a cube.
I believe, just a sec. Within a 20-foot radius cloud of the poison mist.
Okay, yeah. So you can pick...
Select a point you see within range.
Yeah, you can grab 2 of them. You could do it in a way where you can hit either Takeshi and Hisoka, and then also the trap right next to them, which would probably ensure that at least one of them steps into that trap. Or you could do the same thing with Ban and Hisoka, ensuring one of them, at least one of them steps into that trap.
Just a sec, I'm just going to mark off the chakra for that.
Take a little bit of trouble for that little perception trick if you did. you to 14. We will drop you to 21. We'll drop you to 16. And then after that, we are going to take a... Oh, I'm sorry. Finish your thought.
Effect. Oh, no, that's not the right thing. You said it was a square, correct?
Yeah, it'll be like 4 5-foot squares linked together. That'll make a radius of 20 feet. Is that 20? I was about to say, that's massive.
Yeah, because each of these squares is 5 feet.
Yeah, it should be just 4 of them.
So, would that be about it? Or
I'm not sure how
maybe
that's counting it. It's 10 feet?
I think that's going 10 by 10.
Yeah, that might be
rather
going
than, 10 by 10. Yeah, rather than, 10 feet total.
Here, you can do it
okay.
like this or like this, I was saying.
Okay.
But you can't, like, the way they're lined up right now, you can't get all of them unless one of them were to move forward.
So,
or, like, diagonally once.
So it'd be either this or this.
Yeah, you can hit Bon and Takeshi, or you can hit Hisuko and Takeshi, or you can hit Hisuko and Bon. But I'll give you advantage on one of them.
There we go.
Trap.
It was snapping to center rather than snapping to corner, so I can either do that or I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to do Hisoka and Bon.
They are obscured in a poison. I'm going to make them roll 2 constitution saves to see if they fall asleep against your poison save DC, which is just your ninjutsu save DC. I think they're both going to sleep.
Yep, because my ninjutsu save DC is 14.
Okay, they will both be rendered asleep. I'm going to use a token to show this. It's not actually the sleep token, but worry about it. Okay, those 2 are asleep.
Yes.
Your mist, I believe, stays up until you break concentration.
Okay.
Unless it says something different. We'll have you roll concentration on your next turn. But for right now, I'm actually going to swap us back over to the battle, the coin battle in the warehouse, to go back to Ava's group very, very quickly. So as we left you off, I believe
It was going to be Yuno's turn because it's the start of a new round, I believe.
Was going to be Yuno's turn because of the start of a new round. So she is going to, this time, realizing she should not destroy the coins, but instead just get them out of your hand, she is going to line up directly center with you. She's going to use her bonus action to give herself advantage on the hit, and she is going for a called shot. So increase your AC to 19. Because you are golded up, you are holding the coin, and she's making a called shot. So she'll roll 2d20. Oh, wait, did I already do it? Yeah. No, that's 1d20. So, yeah. I think I need to use the first one. She's missing anyway. So, she makes these 2 shots, and they will zizz by Ava. One of them just barely scraping on her golden hide, but neither shot will make it. She will use the rest of her movement to... no, there's nothing she can really do. I'm just going to leave her here, and she will bring the turn back to Ava.
Ava's just going to say, close, but not quite. And then for a second, she's going to get very close to demonstrating what a real Falling Heaven Divide is, but realizing that might kill Yuno, she will begrudgingly settle on just throwing her 2 coins at her. And she's getting close because Yuno's pissing her off.
Make those 2 ranged attacks.
Does a 15 beat Yuno's AC?
Let me check. I am not super familiar. I think it does. 15 just hits,
Well, then I hit her once.
Okay, roll me that 1d4 plus 2, I think.
Just 1, actually.
Ava
does not have Ava has fuck all strength and dex.
Okay, she'll take 2 damage, taking her down to 20. At least she hit me that time. Are you doing anything else on your turn?
Nope, that's it. Ava's just gonna stay exactly where she is. Just honestly, she'll be holding the coin, like almost in front of her so that it's roughly equidistant between all 3, seeing who's gonna go for it.
Okay, Anzen's going to make this DC 12 concentration check. He's going to fail that, and his Dominus banner will fade. So that glow, that kind of electrical glow to the weapons of his allies is now gone. However, he will not give up the fight just yet, and he is going to actually use a taijutsu this time, using an iron strike. So the hand that is holding his shield, you can kind of see it kind of gets condensed with chakra, and because he is actually flanking you with Migi, he's going to get a little +2 to hit this time. And he's going to roll that d20 +2 plus his modifier, which I believe will hit even with Ava's 19 AC. So you are going to take, excuse me, Iron Strike. You're taking unarmed strike damage plus 2d6.
And since that was at the 19, does that mean he is going for the coin?
He will go for the coin, but I'm going to give you a contested strength check with him to see if he does it. So we'll forego the damage just to do that. So he's going to roll hit. Well, it'll be an athletics check, we'll say. Or you can make it a strength save.
Okay, strength save.
I believe he fails.
Is that probably?
Unless you crit fail as well, he probably fails.
Huh, I did quite well, 22.
Okay. In that case, I'm not going to forego his damage completely. Just so there's some kind of like showing that this interaction happened. So his unarmed strike is actually 86, so that's 3d6 to Ava, so that's another 7.
That's 7. Okay, so that's a pretty good hit.
That's not bad.
Do it. There we go.
Oh, do you use a reaction, by the way?
No, I think he's actively trying to do as little as possible just to get a baseline assessment of the kids. So she's using no chakra at all for this whole fight. That's kind of how she's, hobbling herself to try and make this somewhat fair.
Wise. If you do so, that attack actually gets stronger. In that case, I believe he's actually no. He's going to use his bonus action to recast his dominance banner. So he's spending 8 total chakra. Oh wait, he doesn't have 8 chakra. He only has 7, so he can only make that single attack. In that case, he's going to use his. He's got nothing else. So yeah, he'll just move it to Migi's turn. And Migi, because you have taken those 2 decent hits and are probably not focusing on him too much, is going to make one last attempt at snagging this coin from you. So he is making it a called shot, making your AC 19 again. And he is going to get that flanking bonus as well. He's going to try and pry this coin out of your hand with these almost invisible force feeling like kind of chakra hands. Damn, Migi, you are rolling horribly tonight.
I was rooting for him. I want him to get it.
Yeah, he can't do anything. So he as well is unable to do anything. He is going to use his bonus action to maintain concentration on the jutsu he used. Oh, now you want to do something you can actually roll out.
Now you can do it.
Okay, he's going to maintain concentration on that jutsu, and he will end his turn, and that will bring it back to Yuno. And Yuno is going to do something very, very brash and bold. She is going to charge into Ava, literally like jump into her face, and then she is going to use her bonus action to ranger's aim and reduce the disadvantage that would be taken on by coming into melee range to go for a range attack. And she is going to actually get that flanking bonus with her teammates, and now because she has so many, it's going to actually become a +3 to hit. So she's going
bold,
to...
It's brash, but does it belong in the trash?
We shall see. All comes down to this d20 roll. That is a d20 +3 from the flanking, so that's going to bring it up to 17, and then her actual weapon damage is going to be +6, so that will hit over Ava's AC, and she was making a called shot. So as Migi is like trying to get it from you, you like raise your hand above it, and I'm gonna say you like kind of like goad up the hand and the other hand and like put it on his head so he can't like jump or like do anything because the hand's too heavy. But that like makes you raise the other hand, and like takes aim at that, jumps, runs, and like shoots the coin completely out of your hand, and that will end your getting, or at least bell test for these guys, I will say.
So it matched basically as an exact same ending to how the bone test ended. I think Ava will reflect on that. We'll just, we'll push past not angrily, more just, feigning, disappointment.
Yeah, right now, it's like, guys, I did it, look at that, I beat her ass.
Well done, I'll make sure you get your prize first.
Damn right.
He's then gonna adopt, her most evil look. You 3 are still weak. Do you know why you're weak? Because you don't have enough pain and hate in your hearts. Don't worry, I'm gonna fix that. Stay here, wait for my return. I'm gonna go kill someone each of you love. Then we'll try this again. Follow me, and I'll kill you. And with that, she's storming out the door to basically wait to see what they do.
Okay. We will return to you in just a moment. We're going to flash back to Team Silver for a moment. So, as we left them, they were being accosted by Geronimo Junbai, who they do not know, and Nanamo Junbai had faked his death As we just left, Geronimo was looking to see if Nanamo is ready to end his charade yet, and so far he is not giving him the signal that he is ready to be done with this yet. So Geronimo will continue. I'm starting a fresh round. I don't remember if I left off in somebody else's round. I believe it was Geronimo's turn again. I'm actually just going to have him use another Chocobo since they did not spread out. Okay. He's going to increase the cast of it to a C rank this time. So that's going to add 2d4. He is going to increase the cost by 3 each. So it's going to bring him down to 79. Okay. And then I need your peoples to pass a 18 dexterity saving throw, or 18 DC dexterity saving throw. They are going to take a whopping 9 plus 14 damage.
They're all taking damage. They're all taking 14 damage, but I'm going to have Zippo use Hellfire Rejection, which is a reaction when he takes damage, a 15-foot radius spear. Oh, this might actually hit his teammates. Maybe I don't do this.
No. I will say, I think it's completely within Zippo's character to use that, even with
Let's fucking do it!
Yeah.
Go on, Zippo.
Everyone's catching this. Everyone's catching this, man.
Must make a dexterity saving throw, taking 3d8 plus 3 damage on a fail. So it's a dexterity saving throw, so Geronimo's probably going to make it. Okay, everyone make a roll, including you, Zippo. How much damage is everyone taking beforehand, just so I know?
It's going to be 14 damage. So it is enough to knock out Manta. It is enough to leave Katsumi on 1. It is enough to knock out Zippo.
Oh, good. So Zippo might kill Manta here.
Oh, no. No.
We're gonna pull a little shenanigans, and you'll feel like Sheeny in a second. Just give me a second.
Yeah. Okay. So Zippo, let's see these rolls. So Katsumi's the only one who has to make a roll because the other two auto fail because they're down. Katsumi is taking a lot of damage.
So, let me get this straight. Geronimo took out Manta and Zippo. Zippo tried to do a no-you-uno reverse on Geronimo, and instead took out Katsumi.
Just so it's fair, how much damage are Katsumi and Geronimo? I'll just make Geronimo feel it automatically so he takes the full damage, so it's actually worth it.
Yeah, they will take full damage. They auto fail. I'm just double checking it's 3d6, and I'm not misremembering.
I think it's
3d8. Yeah. It's 3d8, guys.
3d8, yeah, 3d8. We used this one time when we did a
6 damage to Katsumi's down.
Okay.
I love my team.
God, that's not damage.
122.
You have the most chaotic team out of all of us, Nanamo.
Let's be real, it's Nanamo's team.
Okay.
True.
Nanamo, because you are watching this, I will count this as a prepared action. You can make a dexterity saving throw, and I will give you quintuple advantage. So roll twice, take the higher, add 10.
Plus 4. Oh, that's plus 10. Shit.
Yeah, plus 4. So if this goes well enough, I will allow you to save your teammates from the fiery hellish rebuke of Zippo's reckless attack after they have been chockapulsed with electricity and knocked unconscious, all but Katsumi. Well, yeah, I guess Katsumi too. So yeah, you will leave them all on 1 if you succeed this, which you definitely. Oh yeah, you crit.
Oh, sweet!
27.
Thank God.
Well, it's actually a 37. It's actually a 37 because you're adding plus 10. So.
Woohoo!
With
Thank
that,
God.
I don't have to awkwardly go ask for new students.
1. And then I am going to roll 3 con saves to see if they actually stay conscious. So 13, 12, and 17. I'm going to say Katsumi is at 17. Her con is actually pretty good. So she will stay completely awake. Zippo, I think, will pass out. And Manta, I think, will pass out. As you appear in front of them having saved them. With like a watery little human torpedo like zipping through, kind of the Flash style, like, moving all away from the electricity.
Yeah.
Was that too much, kid?
No, I didn't expect Zippo to blow everyone up. Oh god. Nanamo still doesn't have a head. His head's still missing because he didn't have time to...
Yeah, that said, it's not actually possible, but Marlon would poke his head up out of the missing head portion of Nanamo. Is everything okay? What's wrong?
We almost had...
Katsumi looks up. She fucking screams and faints.
Comedy of errors.
On.
No, honestly, no. The teamwork wasn't the issue there. It's their durability. A lot softer than we were.
I mean, lad, I'll be honest. I think only 2 of them worked together. The blue-haired one didn't do much.
Yeah, I think she Yeah, I'll figure it out. For the most part, thank you for your help. Like, that was actually useful. I got an idea of what they all do, and what they definitely need is durability.
He gives you a fist bump and a thumbs up.
None of my returns it.
Glad I could help, nephew.
It's alright. How did you do that electric chakra pulse thing? That was sick.
Oh, it's just the chakra pulse jutsu, lad. It's an A-rank jutsu. It's not that hard. I could probably teach you in the afternoon, honestly.
Oh, sweet. Okay, we'll
Yeah,
put that on
yeah.
the dust. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go
Teach the
plan somewhere
lad
to wait these up.
chakra pulse. Gotcha. And not only that will end your day of training. So since both Squad Gold and Squad Silver's days of training are ended, we will return to Team Crystal and their little end session of their training. As we just left off, Bangiru and Hisoka, the Yomi brothers, were put to sleep by Hikari's sleep gas poison mist. Takeshi was left all alone as the only one awake. Like, whoa, bro, like, zoinks, man. That's should I just give up, bro? Like, can I do that?
You can if you
Can I
want,
just, like-
but it means you lose the game.
I don't like losing though, bro. Fuck. I'm gonna try one last time, and then, I'm gonna try one last thing. And Takeshi is going to pull out this scroll. It's like a storage seal scroll, you can see, and he will bring something out of it. And what appears to be a pot of scalding hot boiling oil appears in his hands. And he is going to flick that at Hikari and her traps in a, let me see here, go to effects, in a 15-foot cone. So this will hit Hikari and 2 of her traps. He is going to use his Itsuhira style, or Itsuhira recipe, grease fire gun. So he flicks this boiling grease out and applies a little bit, just a minimal amount of fire chakra, which he has learned to do from Angiru, or Zippo, and this will hit you and it will destroy 2 of your traps. So he's going to roll a...
Okay.
This is safe or not? Make a ranged ninjutsu attack. So he's just going to roll a ranged ninjutsu attack. Move effects. I need the dice thing now. 1d20 plus 5. That's going to hit Hikari. So Hikari, you're going to get a little bit of boiling oil on you as you take 4d6. That's a nice chunky 12 damage. That's not bad.
Decent damage.
And these 2 traps are destroyed. And then with his bonus action, he is actually going to move back here to behind Bangiru and Hisoka, and he is going to give them each a good berry with his bonus action. He's going to cut this thing in half, so he actually needs to get rid of 8 of his chakra now, leaving him at a measly 6. And this good berry is good enough that I'm going to say this actually will wake up his teammates. They're still in that cloud of smoke, so they will need to leave it before the end of their turns, or they will fall asleep again. And then Takeshi is going to end his turn now and say, "Okay, bro, now I give up."
As in,
If it's all the same to you. Yeah, he's serious. Yeah, if it's all the same to you, can we give up too? My head hurts now. And,
Sure.
Bangalore sounds fine. He's like, mask.
Hikari's going to smile and dissipate the gas, saying, "Sure, you 3 did incredibly well for your first time."
It doesn't feel like it. Did we do well? I'm kind of blanking on like the last 2 minutes there.
That would be because you fell asleep.
Okay.
So but yes, you did do very well.
Oh, what's next then? Are we ninja now?
Oh no, not quite. You've learned your first though I do hope you've learnt your first lesson.
You're hard to catch? Yeah, you're super hard to catch, bro.
Close, but not quite. No matter how good you think you are, no matter whether you're the hunter or the hunted, everyone does what they must to survive. So, if you underestimate someone just because you're the one on the hunt, you're leaving yourself wide open to getting hurt.
Right. I suppose you were taking it easy on us with the traps.
Now, who's up for some lunch?
What are you thinking? I don't really have that much cash on me. It's been a while since I got to mess around with the adults in the commercial district.
Hikari smiles. Just where do you think we are?
Whoa, bro, you're gonna like eat like wild food, bro?
Well, I suppose no time like the present to teach you how to live off the land. After all, when you're on a cross-nation mission, you don't always have the luxury of a restaurant.
Okay. I suppose you and Takeshi might be able to help us whip something up then. Sounds like a plan, boss lady.
Though I do hope Takeshi doesn't mind skinning and gutting. I'm afraid I'm still pretty clumsy with that.
Sure, bro. I think Mr. Ryori taught me like once, and I might be able to do it. No. Actually, Hachan told me how to do it.
I always forget when he has such a funny voice. He's like, oh, it's so funny.
Shall we?
Yeah, let's get to it. And that will bring an end to Hikari's first day of training and her first little games, giving her an idea of how to run her team. But because we didn't truly end off Gold Squad's day of training just yet, we'll return here as Ava is trying to make it to the door of that basement area. And just before you get there, you will hear the clicking and clacking of Yuno's little cap gun things being aimed directly at your back down sights. You take another step, I'm blowing your personality at the front of your head.
And what say you, Anzen? Miggy? You want to die with this idiot?
Lady Ava, I do believe you're simply making a joke in poor taste, and I would rather you simply stop it.
That's no nonsense, Anzen.
I don't know, babe. I'm with it whatever you want to do, but this just seems like more of a drag than anything else. Seems like something that Nanisla would do. Definitely not backing these losers, though. I feel like you've probably got the reins on this one, so I'll just wait back patiently here. And I'm also just don't really have people in the village I care about all that much. I mean, I guess I love Nanislo in a kind of twisted way. What would I do without him?
Anzen, this is your last chance. He's drawing her coins like she's going to Falling Heaven Divide Yuno this time.
Lady Ava, if you must kill somebody, please make it me.
You will die then? You'll accept it?
I will die honorably, and I will accept that. I will not accept this poor hue on your part.
Ava will look at him, will look at Yuno.
We won the game fair and square.
That's right. She'll put her coins back in. You did. You were willing to work together, at least. Most of you were. We'll give Miggy side-eye.
Hey, babe, I tried every time, man. I've been rolling really bad tonight, man. Don't hold it against me, man. I think it's because I saw Nanislo earlier, and it just put a bad taste in my mouth.
I'm going to stab him.
Well, you can start by putting a good taste in my mouth. You're buying...
Whoa, wording.
Whoa. Oh, shit.
Stop!
Oh,
Stop! Finish your thought! Finish your fucking thought! Oh my god! I just realized. Hold on, I'm sorry to change the. Butcher, you wrote a fucking 20 and a 19. Fuck you.
Oh damn! I did.
That's not what's better. Wait, you got a 20 and a 19? Jesus. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Oh my god. We don't have raw dog in this campaign. We have like weird fucking innuendos, man. Okay.
You're one of the ones with your minds in the gun. And I wasn't even.
We are. It
that until you stop laughing.
Buster and Pickle. Rune is never in on it.
I didn't think of that until you made that point.
No, it's normally you and me, plus. What's be real?
It's normally just me and Buster. Yeah, it really is just us.
Yes.
Honestly, we're disgusting. We're disgusting fucking pig dog human man. Jesus.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, what Ava's saying is, just telling Miggy that as his punishment for cowardice, he's buying lunch today. They're going to get lunch and they're going to debrief on what they did well, what they did badly.
We're going to Omodebukai, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh,
Ava doesn't know why that's a bad idea. She's gonna know it.
Amazing. Awesome. Oh, I love this, babe. I love this. As I said, we're following your lead, boss.
Yep, we'll take him to Omodebukai. Yep.
Okay. So the first day of training ends. As a quick recap, Ava decided to emulate the bone test and beat and threaten her students. Nanamo decided to emulate Sheenie's disappearing act and acting like he died thing, and got his students abused and nearly blown up and killed by somebody they do not know. Hikari was responsible and played games and had snacks with her students. That is an accurate summation of what just happened.
Yes. Ava made sure they were fed afterwards.
Ava made sure they were fed afterwards. This is true.
It happens, you know?
It does happen. So,
I mean,
in all fairness, I was half expecting Hikari to emulate her mother and be very scary during the game, but nope, didn't come up.
To be fair, you were scary during the game. You just weren't being like, it was more like Home Alone scary, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this could be like attaching nails to all these things, and this could have been done like 2 traps ago, but we're still going.
Yeah.
Ava and Nanama's defense, they are both preteens, so they're emulating the most stable adult relationship.
Are we going to call Sheenie stable?
Ava's most stable adult relationship, because he doesn't fucking hate her.
To be fair, this is true.
Yeah.
So this will bring your first day of training to a close. And these synopsises I'm going to say are what you guys end up saying to Sheeny as you do your first debrief the next day as you meet in your training ground. And are asking him like little questions about like, well, how did your training go? And of course, he will tell you nothing.
Yep.
Oh, it's enigmatic fucking bone man.
And it's not really your business till it is. Yeah. It was interesting. Just leave it at that.
What do you mean it was interesting? It was something.
I mean, remember how you guys did in your bone test? And I said you guys are interesting?
Yeah, I mean...
Oh dear.
There you go.
I feel a little sorry for all your new students.
Oh, you specifically should, are you?
No offense, Sensei, but you can be very scary when you find people interesting.
None taken, Lieutenant. You're very correct about that.
It's one of your objectively best qualities.
That's up for fierce debate, Ava.
And Ava means that, genuinely in a begrudging way, but she does respect Sheeny most when he doesn't, play nice.
Yeah. Okay, kids. Let's start off today fairly light. I mean, we got to get back to training with those rats after a little while. So give me a few laps, and we're gonna do a little sparring. So just right now, I just want you three to give me we're gonna make this easy. Give me a dex. Give me an acrobatics check. Give me an acrobatics for Nanamo, a chakra control check for Ava, and I want I'm going to call it a crafting roll for Ikari, even though that doesn't make sense. Don't worry about it.
That is a total of 22.
You're crafting like the steps of your running, okay?
14 for me.
So 14, 22, 23. So, of course, Nanamo comes first in the laps, and then Hikari is a little bit after him, and then Ava comes. And then you guys all gather around Sheeny, and now I want you all to give me a martial arts check.
Martial arts. 1 second.
Yes, martial arts.
Oh, I'm very good at this. Nope. No, I am not.
Okay, 14 again.
You guys are kind of going through motions.
I got a 15.
Okay. You guys are going through these little motions like kata and stuff like that with Sheeny. It's kind of half speed, like he's not going like full speed with you guys. And at certain intervals, you're like swapping, and so like Ava will like do a little bit of sparring with Nanamo, and then she'll swap over to do with Ikari, and then one of them will swap over with Sheeny, and you guys keep going like that for a little bit. And you guys do that for a little bit through the morning, and then I'll have you guys each cast a jutsu to see how you guys are progressing with it. So Nanamo, just give me, let's see that human torpedo real quick. So just give me a performance roll for this.
Performance roll, okay. 13.
Okay, so you do a pretty like admirable human torpedo. Your range with it is still the same, but your loading time and like how well you do it have definitely gotten a bit better. Though that could be accounted to the fact that you are closer to home right now. There's an abundance of water in this area. So let's have our next performance roll for Ava or Hikari, whichever one of you would like to go first, and let's have the Gilded Guard from Ava.
Okay, Ava. So once again, a performance check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so a 16. She'll gild up and like take a defensive stance. Maybe even having observed Anzen's style, she might cock her knee a little bit to better ground herself.
Yeah, you look like you have a lot more mastery of this jutsu by now, and also it's something you have been working on longer than Nanamo's been working on the human torpedo. So like that being a bit better than his does make sense. And then Hikari, let's see your typhoon trap.
And you said it was a performance, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Perform.
14.
Not bad. You guys are all like within the same level of competency. This is also jutsu you've been working on fairly well, and you can see the winds of it are a lot like stronger and denser now. They're also starting to get that kind of classic greenish hue to very strong wind chakra jutsu. So it's showing that you are gaining some form of decent mastery over this jutsu. All right, guys, good job. We'll meet back in the morning like always. We're gonna finish a D rank or 2 though. So I want you all to give me a investigation roll. You guys are looking for a lost cache.
Yes. Worse than I thought I was. Yeah.
Oh, same. Oh, damn.
Plus
10 for me.
12 from me. Damn, I thought I was good at investigation.
16.
Ikari is. It's Ikari's. It's one of Ikari's good.
God, Ikari.
Okay. You guys do fairly well. The cat's gonna roll a little stealth. He
doesn't do super well. So all of you end up finding him. I'm going to say that Nanamo gets like sights on him first and then chases it to a certain direction. Ava blocks the way he's trying to go. And then Ikari, jumps up to the place that he climbs up to, and you guys find the cat. You may all now split 10,000 Rio amongst the four of you. So each player may now add 2,005 Rio.
Okay.
Yay.
500.
Well, tiny D rank. I know we skipped out on them when we first began the series, so I will hopefully be expanding upon them.
You said 2,500, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was 10,000 for the team. They get split by 4. So
it feels weird going back to B ranks after fighting everyone. Catching a cat is so much easier.
Sometimes you can't, bucket a nice D rank, I guess. And that
it is
that'll do us.
It's a lot calmer.
Yeah. That'll do you guys for the morning, and you would return to your teams to begin doing your training once again. However, I'm going to say that we will fall into a routine like what you have just done, as we are reaching time for the session for the majority of the next 5 to 6 days. Would you guys be making any changes, or are there any things you would want to focus on during that time?
For the training specifically, or
for the training specifically, anything you might be trying to mentor them on, any research you might be trying to do for their characters, anything you might be doing during your own training or the D ranks and stuff like that. It's very much like that last little time skip we did where I'm because there's something I know we're going to do in a little bit. I'm trying to get to that, so I want to leave a little bit of expanded time. Yeah.
So
we want to explain it in order of how we would.
Sorry, what were you saying, Buster?
No, I was just going to say, do you want to do it as well? You know how we had an order where it was Ava, Nanamo, Hikari? Do you want to
that
follow
sounds good to
order
me.
just to see if there's any changes. That makes it a bit easier for Plus as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Ava, Nanamo, Hikari.
Cool. So one thing Ava would have wanted to do before, she, parted ways from Sheeny is, I'd like to ask him for 3 bits of chakra paper, stating how she theorizes that Anzen has lightning nature, but she has no idea for Migi or Yuno. And considering how wrong she was about her own nature, a fact that galls her to admit, she wants to know, because that way you can actually help them start specializing.
Geni's gonna look at you and he reaches into his pocket for a bit and he stops and he'll look back at you and he goes, 750 Rio.
Ava's going to Ava's gonna have the most bitter expression and just ball her fists up.
Hey, don't get mad at me. I'm not even supposed to be helping you at all.
Right. She's gonna give him the 750.
He will hand you over 3 chakra papers.
Okay, we have to do math, so that'd be
Thanks, Ava.
wonderful.
Good luck on your training today. And then he'll walk away from you.
Thanks. She'll belligerently go back to her students. She'll get them to do the test with their natures, just show them how to do that, and then it'll basically
now, or do you want to wait on that?
I mean, sure, I'm happy. I mean, I out of character know what the results are, so I can just say them if you want.
Let's say them for the okay. Once forced to do this, her paper will split, indicating a wind nature. Migi's will crumble, indicating an earth nature, and Anzen's will crinkle, indicating a lightning nature, as you suspected.
Good. Migi, I know earth nature, I can work with that. Wind, that's...
no earth nature is a strong wording. You were gifted earth nature by a demon ear, so let's be real.
Has corrupted what
he doesn't need to know that. He doesn't need to know that, but it's just,
I know earth nature. Wind, I don't know what to do much with that, but... And lightning... Basically, Ava will, just make mental note of that, say, when you're a bit more proficient at the basics, I'm gonna start trying to teach you some jutsu. Or then try and, just teach them, in essence, how to be a little Squad Zero. He's going to, frame, Migi as Nanamo, so gonna probably be like, okay, work on, stealth and speed and stuff like that. You're copying me, do drills of accuracy, drills of particularly power, and Anzen, your defense, so his job will mostly be, defending them, and, trying to play the support, the Hikari.
Okay, and how do you want to spend any time working on their missing transformation and or clone genjutsu?
Yeah, she'll probably use a bit of that, just, it won't be a top focus, because it feels like that can be taught easily, so, and it won't be super useful.
Keep in mind, the fact that they're like unable to pass the academies because these jutsu specifically are giving them trouble, so no, these will not be easy tasks. These are things you will need to spend some time on.
Yeah, in that case, she'll really do like a basic preliminary like assessment of where their weaknesses are, and ideally, if she can do like a chakra control, like an insight to kind of scope out what their blocks are with that.
Give me a performance check.
Performance.
I mean, it's another thing where you can kind of like see the sheets, so you know specifically like what they're missing when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah, like more in terms of like what you'd like to know is, are they struggling because they're putting too much chakra, too little? Are they?
I can flavor that for you. Just give me.
Yeah, dirty 20. Yeah,
with your dirty 20, you figure it's a myriad of different issues. Like, some of them just haven't really thought about them because they aren't jutsu that do anything. So they don't feel like they're really useful to the kids, so they haven't put the time in them. Some of them are just, like, unable to get the chakra control just right. And some of them maybe like having, like you said, too much of their chakra put into the clone genjutsu to do it well.
She'll just, make note of that, and, basically she's spending this week trying to devise personalized training plans, just trying to understand them, trying to analyze them like a problem. But she figures once she, knows that, it'll get better results than trying to do a one-size-fits-all method, because that obviously didn't work in the classroom.
Gotcha.
That's kind of what she's doing. So just, basic stuff like she's trying to understand the three of them as best she can, both in terms of strengths and weaknesses, but also what motivates them, what levers she can pull to get the best out of them, and also what will make them, useless, Yeah, that's just what she's spending the week doing. She's just trying to understand them and do that while building up what she can already observe they're good at.
Okay then, Nanamo. It will go back to your squad. Do you have anything you want to spend the rest of that week after you get kind of the routine going, focused on and trying to get any progress on before we will end off our session and return to train next week?
The first thing Nanamo wants to iron out is the transformation and clone jutsu. But he would like to bring in his assistants. He would like to borrow some assistance from Geronimo in doing so. To help Katsumi make a water clone, since he has made an elemental clone before. Making the bridge is a bit easier I imagine it would be a bit easier with Geronimo's help for Katsumi, whereas Nanamo will spend the time teaching Zippo the clone jutsu and Manta the transformation and the clone jutsu. He wants to iron out the basics so he has the longest run to start building foundation.
I want you to make me a performance roll as well, and you will give yourself advantage on it. So you will just roll 2 dice and take the higher.
Could I make an argument for ninja? Because it's a ninja check? There's ninjutsu.
You could, because you are specifically teaching a jutsu. I'm trying to use the performance as like your performance while teaching. I will allow you to do. Oh my god, Ron, what are you rolling for?
I'm just messing around with it.
Okay, I just looked over it. I was like, oh shit, is she in combat? And I didn't know. Like, what's going on?
No, I'm just messing around with
had like
the thing.
7 rolls. I was like, what the fuck? Okay.
Though I do find it funny that it went 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, it did go 3, 2, 1.
I gotcha.
Okay. I'll let you. No, I want performance actually. I do want performance.
Okay.
I was thinking of allowing Ava to use chakra control, but I think she would have done so well that it would have kind of like made learning these techniques way too easy. Yeah.
That makes sense.
I wanted to be a little bit difficult for this.
18.
That's not bad at all.
No, that's really good, to be fair for me.
I'm going to say that with this, Manta, you can actually teach Manta both, because I believe he is missing both. He probably wants to have transformation, or he's probably wants to have one or the other. But you can probably get both done with Manta fairly well, just because his book smarts are well enough. As well as like this is chakra control, and he probably has decent chakra control even amongst this group. I know the common that is like, girls usually have better chakra control than boys, but even Katsumi's chakra control is a bit more wild than his is. So he will pick that up fairly well. Katsumi begins making some progress with the water clone jutsu. I will, however, say, since you had Geronimo be the one to do this first aspect of teaching her, Nanamo picks up no aspects of the jutsu at this time.
I did accept that as a case, but it made more sense for Geronimo. Like I explained, my head, that made more sense.
I mean, since you're doing it that way, I'm going to allow Katsumi to make a ninju. So she's going to, I'll even give her advantage, actually, because you gave her a better teacher. So she's going to do 2d20 plus 6. I think a 25 is good enough. I think a 25 is actually good enough. Katsumi will go ahead and learn her. I feel like I'm always being like way too fucking nice to Nanamo. She'll learn her water clone. It's very wonky at the moment. Like, it's not perfect at all. It would not like
it doesn't hold its shape
anybody.
well, I imagine.
Yeah, it would not fool anybody, but it is definitely a passable like water clone jutsu to where like she now has a clone technique where beforehand she had no clone technique. So with that and her already known transformation jutsu, at least Katsumi knows her basic academy jutsu and could pass on that ground. Also, because she has just learned a C rank jutsu, she only needs to learn 2 different jutsu. Since that also like covers the clone jutsu category for her. So she needs to only learn 2 techniques now, and you'll have your work with her done.
Great, that's what I want to hear. Right.
And then Zippo, we'll roll for Zippo as well.
Okay, sweet.
So.
I'll add the transformation and clone to Manta, because I can just copy and paste them from my sheet.
Yeah. I don't have Zippo up at the moment. What is Zippo's ninju? I imagine it's not bad, because he's a
+4.
+4? Okay. I'll only let him roll 1d20 plus 4. He crit fails, so no, he will not pick up a new jutsu.
That's
In fact, I'm actually going to say what he learns to do is he learns to upcast his hell retribution thing, his hellfire retribution.
Okay, sweet. Okay, that's still good.
Yeah,
progress.
He learns to do it on, like in the wrong way. So if he like takes on 1d4 damage, he can actually like add a damage die to the attack.
Okay,
that's what you want me to do, right? So that like so people underestimating my power. Like if I hurt myself a little bit and then hurt them more, that'll like that's what you meant.
Right,
right?
yeah, but I not really. We need the clone jutsu so you can sit the test, dude. Otherwise, they're going to underestimate your power and not let you prove that you're actually really strong. So we've got to get this clone jutsu down.
Wait, are you serious? That's why they're underestimating my power? The fucking clone jutsu?
Yeah,
dude.
It's fine. I really struggled with it as well. It wasn't until Ava explained that I moved my chakra too quickly that chakra control got a bit easier. We'll get there. We've got plenty of time.
Okay. That, you know what? That makes sense, bro. Okay. Everyone calls you bro. I gotta stop making everybody call you bro. All right. So you make great progress with Zippo or Katsumi and Manta. They no longer need to worry about learning those basic jutsu whatsoever. Zippo will still need some work. So that is very decent progress. Is there anything else you would like to cover, or maybe move over to Akari?
The only other thing I would have covered is asking Katsumi to bring me few little bits. Training weights. Ideally, some not too heavy ones.
Oh, like you want me to like do like a favor for you, or like bring you something, like. I mean,
yeah, I
sweaty old weights. I mean,
yeah, and I would really appreciate it. And I was wondering, does your dad have a bingo book?
No, I don't think he. I mean, I could ask him, I guess.
If you could ask and I could borrow it, I just want to see if there's any jutsus that might be beneficial for you lot.
I will say, jutsu aren't in the bingo book.
I know Nanamo's blatantly lying. He's blatantly
okay.
He knows.
Deception check then?
She is going to make. She won't do an insight. I think she trusts on him enough. I'm just gonna have her roll. I'm gonna have her roll a 1d100 and see what. You know what? 63. Carp will have. I'm going to say, in terms of some training items, he has a few blunted kunai and shuriken he can spare, so I will give you a stack of blunted kunai and shuriken that you can spread amongst your students. Honestly, since it's 3 of them, make it a larger stack than usual, so it's like 24 of each. So,
okay, sweet.
Yeah, they can each have like 6 or like 8 or something like that. Whatever the math. Okay. Yeah, like 8 or I think so. And in terms of weights, he doesn't have a ton of those, but there are like some sandbags and stuff like that you can use. They aren't like perfect, like Rock Lee, like advanced chakra training weights, but they are like pretty decent. Like you can add 100 or so to somebody, so like they can get a good workout in.
Okay, that's good. That's all. I just needed something. And I'm assuming no on the bingo book.
On the bingo book, it's not a true bingo book. It is something very much in the same vein as Nanamo's grandfather's bingo book, but it's much more like think very much Deku's Hero Notes. Like, it's something where, like, somebody who is very much a fan of, or like the concept of shinobi has been taking, constant ideas and notations on, different styles, or like, stuff like that. Like, you can see his own
Nano pulls out his own version of that book. It's pretty much
you can see in Carps, he was like tracking his advancement with his summoning jutsu for a little while. So he is able to, at one point, summon like a single fish, and then he was able to at some point begin to be able to like summon like whole truckloads of fish almost.
Okay, well, he'll keep it because there might be some useful shit in there, and that's all
Possibly.
Nanamo will want him to concentrate on, like the first half of his week.
Okay.
Like so that's what he'll concentrate on mostly.
You made some pretty decent progress. That will
I
off
made
with
it
Hikari.
much further than I thought.
Oh yeah. So Hikari, is there anything you would like to do with the remainder of your week as you guys fall into this routine?
For Hikari, her main focus is for the first week is ensuring that everyone's got the basics down. So everyone's able to use the transformation, everyone's able to use the clone, but she's also going to be teaching them water and tree walking, because that is just something that is very good for a island village / nation / whatever. And it also really helps with learning chakra control.
Okay. You are getting a
That
pretty
would make
decent boon because, small little secret, Hisoka actually does not need help learning either the clone or transformation genjutsu, as he is a genjutsu specialist. Hikari, you are actually wise enough, and I will say your passive insight, that's not really a thing, is high enough that Hisoka is probably only still in the academy because he has been trying to help Bangiru advance. So you do not need to waste any time at teaching Hisoka either the transformation or clone genjutsu, and in fact, he is a teaching aid in this aspect, so you will have an advantage on your next performance roll to do specifically that. And with Bangiru specifically, you will have stacked advantage. So, give me a performance check with advantage first. And this is going to be for teaching Takeshi.
That is a total of 18. Because it's 17 plus 1.
With that 18, that's over a 15. I'll say that's competent enough. I don't know which one Takeshi is. Oh, I can pull it. Okay, Takeshi will go ahead and learn the clone genjutsu. Much like Katsumi, it's still not perfect, even though it is a pretty easy to do jutsu.
Yeah.
His chakra control isn't the best, but you're about to work on that now, or just after having done this.
Yeah.
So now give me another performance roll. This one will have stacked advantage, so you're going to roll 2 dice and take the higher and add 2 to it.
So that is a total of 15.
That 15, just barely, because it is you and Hisoka working together. Bangiru will learn the missing jutsu, or the missing genjutsu if they are missing. So,
which is the transformation jutsu.
Okay. They will now learn how to transform. Hikari is probably the big breakthrough in it. She transforms into something that is easier for him to kind of copy the figuring it out of.
Yeah.
Like maybe she transforms into a Sinboat and it says do something like this, and then he transforms into a syringe. Yep. So both of your other students have learned their genjutsu, so you also do not need to worry about that. Now I want you to give me a chakra control check from Hikari.
Okay.
Or give me one with give yourself stacked advantage. So roll twice, take the higher, add 2. Okay. And then after that, I want you to roll chakra control checks for your students, and you're going to see if they can get close to or match Hikari's number, and if they can, they will successfully learn. Plus 2.
Okay, so combined with Hikari's proficiency, that would be a plus 5. Up that.
Okay, so you'll take that 9.
Is 14.
So I need you to roll a DC 14 chakra control check for Bangiru, Hisoka, and Takeshi. So 3d20 plus their chakra control modifiers.
Okay.
Takeshi's is a plus 2. I don't have the other 2.
One of them got a nat 20.
Okay. I'll allow you to choose who that nat 20 is from.
I'm going to say that's Hisoka because he was the one that was most advanced out of all of them. So that just makes sense.
Okay. So Hisoka perfectly masters tree and water walking without much trouble whatsoever, continuing to be pretty much a great teacher's aid. And in that case, I'm actually going to allow you to re-roll those other 2 to see if you could get higher numbers.
Okay.
Then you would have advantage when doing this. So you can roll 2 more d20.
One got worse, and one was the exact same.
Well, you could use the same 14 you rolled in the first set, and then the new 14 you rolled. So they both just got 14, and then their modifier. So like 16 for Takeshi, which is... Oh no, actually 14 is exactly what they needed. So yeah, they all learned tree and water walking.
Woohoo!
As I said, it was a 14 DC. So yeah, you guys have had a successful and very productive week of training as well. Is there anything else you would like to cover, Hikari?
Aside from something that Hikari is doing in her free time, no.
Okay, in that case, Bangiru is just going to pull you aside and very heartfeltly, like, because they don't talk all too much, I'm going to say this in my regular voice, they're just going to tell you thank you because, Hisoka has been sticking back with them to try and teach them all that stuff, and now that they've finally caught up a little bit, they don't feel like so much of a burden.
Aww. Hikari is going to tell him that she's happy to help, and she understands that feeling of being a burden on others, but that he shouldn't let it hold him down because, well, he's pretty impressive, all things considered.
Yeah, that's just kind of as far as that goes. They will end that conversation there. And that will bring us back to Ava, specifically because as this week passes, we mentioned this last time as it was Hikari's birthday, but apparently Miss Hikari Kesho and Miss Ava Rice have their birthdays extremely close together. So as this week ends, would it not be the date of Miss Ava Rice's birthday?
Yes, it is indeed Ava's birthday.
Okay then. Because it was discussed beforehand and even at Hikari's surprise party, I do not think anybody would be trying to surprise Ava. I just don't think it would work all that well. Ava also just strikes me as the kind of person who would not appreciate surprise parties all that much.
I mean, she explicitly threatened Sheeny if he tried something like that.
Oh yeah, you did. So everyone is probably just gathered at the shelter, to be honest with you. Like, upon a day that you are returning from doing your training. They've been let in by at this point, I guess you could call them shelter staff or shelter residents. Once again, Nanamo has probably been tasked to make a cake. Nanamo, do me a survival. We'll see how good this cake is.
I love doing these because these are normally my best rolls.
See if you decide to sabotage this.
26.
Oh yeah,
nice.
The worst cooking you've ever done for Ava. Yeah.
Nanamo has made a lot of dango.
Oh yeah, it's a dango cake. It's just like an edible arrangement, but it's just dango.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's made it. It's just like, well, if I've got to try, I've got to try.
And then Marlon's in the kitchen with you, just like, he's still gonna treat you like shit after this.
Yeah, but it's Ava's birthday. It's only the second birthday party I've ever really been to, so I want to at least do it for her.
Oh my gosh, did you have less friends than I did, Nanamo?
Let's go deliver the dango, fish.
Yeah, he did. Oh shit, okay. My bad. Listen, I get it. Oh, okay. Oh, listen.
Nanamo's walking off with the dango.
He's still like in your chest. He's just like,
oh, okay. He tried to walk away and forgot the fucking Marlin was part of his being.
You guys will make your way back to the shelter. Hikari, do you want to make any last preparations for your gift? If you would like to, I will allow you to do a crafting roll with advantage.
Oh, yes, please. Thank you.
You know what? For the sake of it, Nana, you can roll your cooking roll again since she's getting advantage.
Okay. Yay. Come on, make it funny. No, it's worse. I really wanted a natural 20.
A 17 for a total of 27.
Nice.
Good heavens.
Dang.
Your gift turns out super, super well. You don't even need to do these little finishing touches today. It's just something that you're like, oh, you know what? I could do that. I thought about doing that. Like, I didn't have the time initially because we were at work and we did that D rank, but I'm gonna go ahead and like put this little flourish in. So you're able to do a few little last minute touches and you become very, very proud of this gift. And then Ava, is there anything you would like to have done or would have done on the beginning of this day? Since I think we don't have an actual calendar for this, but I'm gonna say this probably falls on a weekday or just at the weekend, so the weekend, so like at a Thursday or a Friday or something like that.
Ava, if she was expecting to be working today, she would have told Team Gold that she's taking a half day, but she's going to be checking in on them in the afternoon, so if they slack off, she'll beat them. And then she would have spent the morning in the graveyard. You
guys were originally supposed to be working today, and then at the very last minute, Sheeny sent a Sheeny rat to give you guys the day off.
Huh.
Yay, half day.
Oh, that's nice of Sheeny. Yeah, Ava would have spent the morning in the graveyard, probably just reflecting on how this now means she has spent more of her life in the wave than out of it. Now that's a pretty awful feeling.
You will have I'm going to roll a 1d4 to see if you have an uneventful, nice visit to the graveyard. Nobody disturbs you. Nobody bothers you. Yeah, the weather is temperamental and like Ava's favorite little climate. Nice little morning.
Yeah, Ava probably has that, just has a moment with her parents,
You probably like
wishes you were here.
have a new thermos that you guys like ordered for everybody at the shelter, so you can like keep warm drinks for everybody and like keep little warm water bottles in everybody's beds when you need to. And so you have like hot tea in that thermos that you can enjoy. So nice day.
Yeah, some genmaicha tea would be nice. She'll probably roll it out for them, but then she'll come back to the shelter expecting it to just be, okay, time to get back to work. I've indulged myself enough.
As you arrive, you see nobody is doing their daily chores.
What the fuck are you doing?
Oh, hey, birthday girl. We thought, since it was,
Happy birthday.
we just not do anything. Happy birthday.
I was gonna freeze when someone says happy birthday. Just look around, like, how did they know? Look paranoid.
Fuck, I'm not posting the, that man runs away.
I was gonna breathe sheeny. Well, I think he's the only person, it's either him or Tsunami. Does anyone else know her birthday?
Tsunami definitely knows. Tsunami, Inari definitely knows.
Yeah, Nari knows.
You can make an
He's
argument for Gucci knowing.
He probably would. But yeah, she'll probably just...
Zori and Orochi might know it by heart, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, hold on. No, they don't know it by heart. They've forgotten it a few times by now. But they know like the vague, like they think it's either the 15th or the 25th, which are both the wrong date.
Isn't the 15th the correct date?
I'm sorry, don't do that to me. okay. They think it's between the 15th and 25th.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Okay.
Jeez.
They're going so well, even on a low roll, they were pretty close.
That guy runs away. You see people are still like, there's people like eating like extra like provisions or like rations today that you don't remember like having like dictated that could be like handed out today. So it's like, oh fuck, I didn't budget for everybody to be having snacks and stuff like that too.
She probably is going directly into work mode, like, oh crap, this is going to come to bottom line. More than bottom line, more like our stores. Will I need to supplement this? How much will be me supplementing? How much will be Zora and Raji? She's deep in thought doing accounting at this point. Maybe she's just heading further in.
Okay. You can hear more and more commotion kind of going towards the direction of Gato's old office and Ava's current abode.
Oh god, no one better be fucking robbing me. Yeah, she's gonna assume someone's robbing her, because that seems more likely than a birthday party.
Ava, you're not being robbed. They're bringing shit into the motherfucker. They are, it is your teammates, Inari, the entire Tazuka family, including Poochie, Zori and Raji, Miss Nodeko, Himura Cole is there, along with Harumi and Okina. Geronimo and Nemohi are also there. Who the fuck else would be there? The Keshlings would be there.
I feel like undersufferance.
There's a decent like amount of people from the shelter that Ava's probably gotten close to, or like has like dictated like certain tasks that she's probably a little closer to them to give, like, oh, I want you to clean this, like the guy who shines your windmill shuriken and stuff like that. He's there.
Yeah, because I feel like Ava is.
Would Nanachi be there if Hikari is there, or because of Nanachi and Ava's current attitude towards each other, Nanachi would just decide not to come?
I will say, to be explicit about this, Nanachi and Ava, I don't think have ever had like overt, like me and you have beef, to use like a lack of a better term for the butcher's daughter.
Yeah.
It's more so like, I mean, most of the town treats you that way, and I've never like had as enough one-on-one experiences with you to treat you in a different way. So if she is there, she is there as Hikari's date.
Yeah.
I will also say, you don't invite just one partner. When you invite a couple, you invite both people. So if Hikari's here, so is she.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
which is hilarious because they're still technically not dating.
Your students have probably all made a decision to be there because is there with an older man who you do not recognize, like an older guy.
We'll really just look around. What's
but he takes notice of you, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, we're not surprising you, but happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Ava!"
Thank you. She's probably gonna look down at her feet a bit, but That was an earnest thank you.
Everyone exchange gifts and give her good food and make her feel loved and all the other stuff that you're supposed to do in these days.
Hikari is going to hand the wrapped package that she's been holding to Ava.
Thank you, Hikari. I haven't got a birthday present in fucking years.
Well, I hope you like it.
She'll open it up.
It's alright.
The present is a pair of archery gloves made from black leather and embroidered with Rio coins and rice grains.
They're beautiful. Thank you. Thank you very much. Put them on.
It will not add any effects to your character at the moment. Also, I did realize you guys don't have like items that have individual enhancement slots. Your whole character has individual enhancement slots. So, like for example, Nanamo with his enhanced weapon or weapon enhancement seal swords, he currently only has 2 weapon enhancement slots. Or no, I think you only have 2 at the moment. So Ava is not carrying. Oh no, Ava's bow is enhanced. So you would only have the 1 enhancement anyway. So these are simply for decoration. However, if at some later date, because Hikari has so frequently crafted like high scores on this gift, if she would like to, she can come back and add something to this. It would just take the time to do so required.
It's a lovely gift.
It's an amazing gift. Yeah, I just want to specify it doesn't have any like combat effects.
Yeah.
But they're very pretty. They're extremely well made.
Yeah, Ava's very touched. Looking at the Rio coins and the rice grains.
I'm not good at gifts, so I just made Dango. And then I points to the pile of Dango he made.
It's arranged like perfectly, Ava. Like they're color coded. Like there's a gradient, so like the pink ones are all in like one row, and the green ones, and then the beige or like teal ones. So like it's a cool little edible arrangement of Dango.
On some of them say happy birthday, some of them say Ava, some of them maybe he's made one which is shaped like a Rio, just for Ava. He spent you can get the other vibe. He spent a long time doing this morning.
Yep.
But I argue that there is at least one hidden amongst them which has very playfully had like a little like chibi Nanamo scrawled on it that's flipping Ava off.
Amongst them, there is a Nanamo flipping Ava, but I thought you were going to say is there a love heart amongst them?
I was also thinking love heart.
I was expecting something like that too.
I can feed the shippers, but I can't like ask you guys to act out of the ways the characters would usually act.
Yeah.
There would be a Nanamo. There would be a Nanamo somewhere in there, or he's just made little bobbleheads of all of the Team 7, where it's just like Shini, Ava, Nanamo, and Hikari.
That's pretty good.
That is cute.
Okay. And then Sheeny is going to walk up to you, and he's going to give Nanamo a little glance, like, if this motherfucker calls this a work gift, I'm going to beat his ass. And then he is going to hand Ava 3 scrolls.
Ava will take them all and examine them.
One of them is marked Intensive Chakra Nature Changing Training for Ava. And then 2 of them are marked as custom jutsu that Sheeny has devised for Ava. One of them is called the Blazing Bull Rush, and one of them is called the Onyx Ox Offensive.
Ava will, look very grateful. Particularly, I think her eyes will sparkle a little when she sees, chakra nature change training.
We'll start working on it soon, but I do think we'll have to work on Earth before we can work to Fire. Hopefully it shouldn't take all too long, but when we get back to our daily routines in the next week, we'll start then.
Right, yeah, that's wise, Sheeny.
Happy birthday again, kiddo.
Thanks.
That's a good present, Sheeny.
You probably just want me to make you a jutsu, don't you? Bastard. Oh wait, again. I'm so sorry again, because the Jumbais would be there. Once again, this is a birthday party that Nemohi and Geronimo cannot attend.
Yeah, get out. That's right. To be fair,
Ava doesn't like Geronimo specifically, but I don't know if you don't like Nemohi.
Ava feels weird guilt around Nemohi.
Okay.
She recognizes that now Nemohi is a human and not an abstract concept, that potentially, murdering her as leverage against Geronimo may have been morally wrong.
And you thought it was right at the time. But those are your gifts, Ava, from your teammates at the very least.
She'll be very pleased. I think she'll appreciate it, because she was feeling low about the fact that she's now spent more of her life in the wave. But it's good that she's not completely alone. And she probably has some sort of very awkward statement to that effect, whereas I've spent my last few birthdays completely alone. It is good of you to come here. Thank you. She's very awkward, very flustered. This is not the kind of emotional vulnerability she knows how to really deal with.
I'm trying to think of who would speak next. I'm actually going to say it's and she'll make a joke about the best marks one in the wave not even being able to make her land or her words land effectively.
It will flip her off.
Nemo's on the floor.
She flips you off as well, but this one's more playful. Like, it seems like you guys are very slowly building some kind of rapport.
Yeah, I've worked hard to build that rapport this last week with all of them. She'll just,
As that is,
it grumbles. I'm like, didn't I tell you three to be fucking training?
No way I'm missing your birthday, Beva. Yes, it would be most dishonorable to miss my teacher's celebration.
Aww.
And I never miss.
In the room.
And I never miss anything at all, unlike you.
Hikari's going to lean into Ava and whisper, she is never going to let that go, is she?
Never ever.
No. You want afraid?
That
was
Ava,
meant playfully to Hikari.
you will see the man who was standing next to kind of like lean into her and kind of cough into his hand and kind of like wag his finger in front of her as if like telling her off about something. But you don't catch the conversation very well.
Anyone know who he is?
He'll give you a little nod, Ava. He looks far too old for that.
I was taking the mic.
I thought you were taking a piss. But he looks far too over. Ava, he looks about the age your father would have been around this time.
Mm-hmm. And does he looks like He
looks remarkably like They have he has a more masculine style of her hairstyle. Like in the bangs, it's kind of like short cut on the sides, and then there is a top ponytail, but it's a bit more spiky and wild and less well kempt because he looks pretty sickly.
He looks sickly. And we'll make note of that and just piecing it all together.
Yeah. You want to walk up to anybody or ask anything?
I imagine she'll take a moment give personal thanks to everyone who attended, even if for Nano it's probably just a nod. Let's be honest, she's just a nod at the Dango like this is good. You didn't fail.
In terms of other
Nanamo
gifts,
I was gonna say Nanamo is definitely nods back, but there is an awkward look on his face, like he wants to say something but isn't.
Spit it out, Nanamo.
No. Nanamo just shakes his head. He'll walk off, but he'll walk towards you. Actually, what he'll do is he'll just lean into your ear and he'll go, "I think I've got something for you, but I'm not giving it to you today. Just give me some more time, please."
It will nod. Like honestly, no, actually, she'll look shocked that Nanamo even thought to do anything beyond the cooking for her.
Nanamo will walk off and he's going to go, sit with Sheenie, because Sheenie's the one he thinks will probably be the funnest to talk to.
Okay, as soon as that happens, Katsumi and Migite round on you both respectively and ask what you guys were talking about. Out of curiosity. You don't have to respond, I'm just saying that happens because I do need to feed the shippers at least something this session.
At least something.
At least something, just a little light snack for them.
Yeah, light snack.
Okay, so as that's happening, Ava, you're going through the rest of your presents. The Jumbais get you a little card that has a coupon in it, as well as another 1,000 Rio, so do add that.
Hey, honey.
Thousand Family gets you a card that has 2,000 Rio in it, so add that. And I believe that'll be it for your like money gifts.
That
Rory and Raji have more rent for you.
That's good. Rent will just go into the coffers of the shelter.
Yep.
Yeah. And that'll end it. You're like a few people are like starting to leave and like telling you their thanks. And you see and that man who you have struggled to identify so far beginning to leave. See you morning, boss lady. She says with heavy quotations.
Yeah, she'll probably acknowledge both their presence and formally introduce herself to the man, just because that is proper etiquette when you have a guest.
Yep.
Yes.
Are you looking at him like are you? Yeah. I guess you would be engaged with him. He'll look at kind of hesitantly, Ava, and then he'll stare into your eyes, and he'll lean a bit closer in as well, so you can hear him, and he will tell you that his name is Hitahoshi Fuma.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the sound Ava makes. Just
and he'll give you a very, very minor nod, and he and will leave as is kind of scowling.
I don't think Ava says a word after that for a good long while. Just needs time to think.
Unless anybody else has anything else to say or wants to do before we end off, I believe that will be our last thing we do for session 25, and next session we will return to what appears to be very calm and not difficult or chaotic at all routines. Don't you guys think?
Yeah.
So, with that said, I have been your Dungeon Master as always, joined by my wonderful players, headed off by the now 12-year-old Ava, I believe she's 12 now,
She's
Ava
12
Rice
now.
Pickle-Bill. Yeah, Ava Rice Pickle-Bill.
That's actually what I was going to say. Ava's 12 now. Woo!
Yeah. It's Akari Keshu who goes next. I was about to do Nanamo next.
Happy birthday, Ava.
2 birthdays in a row. Jesus.
Yep.
And finally, the person who I believe his birthday will take a while to get to, so we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Though, to be fair, Hikari's birthday was celebrated late.
True. And Nanamo Junbai, the Storybuster.
I made Dongo.
You did.
You guys made decent progress with your students. I look forward to doing more training since I have enjoyed this session, and I hope you all have as well. I'm not sure if there will be a end story or not this time, so stick around if there is more video to go. And we will catch you all next time. Bye-bye.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.
Shini stands before the 3 children he'd chosen to tutor for the camp, having moved them to his training ground of choice, a small and fairly secluded beach alcove with a smattering of trees and boulders on the other end of the village. The scenery is quite nice, and even quiet, the way the Nara likes it, other than of course the gentle lapping of the waves. Well, that is at least until the Keshlings, Shion, Hiroko, and Rinka, beyond their masks, acting on the casual atmosphere, begin to whine and verbally snipe at Shini, and petulant demands to know when he plans to get started, now that he's let them out so far. Evidently already tired of this, and having the trio right where he wants them, Shini demands they remove their masks, since it's not as if he doesn't already know their faces, and secrets are a luxury they've yet to earn in his eyes, given just how close Akari likely is to solving your juvenile little mystery. Though it's Rinka, the youngest, and the very same Keshling who approached him in the first place, who expresses that the bony man had better be nice to them, and trained them well to keep their secret from Hikari, so she isn't disappointed or angry with him too for helping them.
As you are officially a co-conspirator after all.
Shini, however, doesn't even blink at this. Instead, he quickly establishes some dominance and discipline off rip, now benefiting from at least a little bit of experience training young Ginny, as well as being the eccentric master of the wave shinobi prospects, and having some knowledge of how the Keshlings operate. So for once, he's actually not flying blind at this whole sensei thing, and thus he feels confident in his ability to handle these little shadows of a growing legacy. Shion and his sisters, though, express not being afraid of Shini, as they know his shtick already, and according to Akari, the teacher is a big softy. In fact, he may as well be their adoptive elder brother by this point, so of course he doesn't scare them. Squelch, thud. The world suddenly slows as that smart aleck comment is caught in the boy's mouth, as due to a blurring motion that causes but a whistle, and of course, the telltale and iconic sound of meat and flesh being sliced into that the children are so used to from their time at the Kumo butcher shop, and the few times preparing animals and game that Hikari has brought home from hunting, in efforts to avoid her having to deal with too much blood and all that. Though this was completely different, as Shini has just lopped off his own head with his scythe, having manifested it with a terrifying and cunning amount of sleight of hand, with the cranium bouncing off the ground once, twice, and then rolling to the kid's feet with a bored and unimpressed look still in the eyes, the sight of which makes Hiroko scream and jumping away reminiscent of Hikari to the sight of blood, though it almost seems forced, while in contrast, somewhat proving their claims, Shion reacts to this with confusion, disgust, and spite, while Rinka excitedly claims that
She saw him do that at the freak show. It's so gross and weird. She loves it.
explain what they're about to do from his severed head, as his voice continues to vibrate out. The Leaf Ninja does show off a different trick, as a black ghost head smolders and necrotically crackles into place on his shoulders, all from the oily Ebon shadows, while the one on the ground rapidly degrades until it is merely a skull, while the new head reconstructs Shini's countenance as if nothing had ever happened in the first place. He declares that they are indeed beginning now, and their orders and objectives for this first test, as the newly formed and just now named Skull Squad, is to grab the team's namesake on the ground and keep it away from Shini by any means necessary, up to and especially including lethal ones, for at least 1 total minute. If they can somehow do that, he'll train them until they're strong enough to make their big sister retire. Fail, however, and I will more than happily tell Hikari everything myself, putting an end to your little scheme of being ninja before you can even lay eyes on headbands of your own. The motivation is instant. Just as he schemed, the 3 younger Keshos becoming their own blurs of synchronized motion for various reasons, with the trio all intent to grab and protect the skull Hiroko was just moments beforehand disgusted by. Unfortunately, they didn't account for the very simple and underhanded trick of a shadow stitching tendril, finessing its way underneath them, just as they had lunged, allowing it to flick the head bone back into the Jonin's hands before, like the first time he did a bone test, he body flickers across the battlefield and out of the student's possible range, ensuring he demonstrates both the physical and metaphorical gap in their power by making sure they witness his high-speed shadow step, so that as he next appears, it is high up in a tree nearly 120 feet away, hung completely upside down by nothing but his feet. However, already reacting to this, Shion Kesho runs directly after him, despite Shini's assumption that he will not be able to tree walk to catch up to him. Though instead of worrying about that, the boy correctly identifies the technique he has used, and begins fiercely tearing at a series of straps and buckles on his jacket, causing a set of membrane-like material to unfold between his arms, hips, and legs, almost like that of a flying squirrel, creating a scarily close approximation of a wingsuit out of a child's hoodie. Then, with the request for his twin and little sister's help, the boy proves the Jonin wrong by not even attempting tree walking. Instead, he stunningly takes flight, or rather, begins running and riding the wind, allowing him to begin gliding and gaining speed by creating precise footholds over the pockets of air to dash over, as Hiroko and Rinka combine their efforts and hands for a wind-style supporting gale which would make even Hikari proud, the gust of which creates a powerful tailwind for their brother, with their support literally lifting him up. And seeing him cross the distance to Chini with commendable speed, even Nanamo may be impressed with, as the child becomes akin to a living era, with fairly heavy assurance the impact would be something worthy of Eva. However, Chini wouldn't make things easy, and so simply jumps to higher branches in the tree, operating off the logical doubt that gaining altitude won't be as easy for the Kesho kid. However, Shion has an answer for this as well, as when he swipes by the tree and appears to miss the bone man perched in it, he makes sure to at least grab as sturdy a branch as he is able to, which with a spin and an application of chakra, he is able to pull off a direct wind ninjutsu of his own, proudly calling out Propeller Burst, as he forms enough force and torque to propel himself with control and power in the air. With it, redirecting and aiming up at Shini in his new position, using the attempt at a secondary charge to strike and shove him off the tree by ramming his makeshift staff/rotor into him, and then stealing the skull in the fall. And though Shion's plan is cunning in its own right, he is only able to succeed in shoving the Nara off his footholds, but not achieving any damage or securing the skull, as Shini simply reacts and blocks with a spinal cord like staff of his scythe, now suddenly missing his blade, as in place of it, the Jonin had swiftly stowed the skull in its tip like a pike, keeping it out of the diminutive would-be Ginning's reach, while in turn, Shini pushes off Shion with a kick of his own, and from the shadow of his cloak, flings the snapped-off blade of his scythe through one of Shion's membrane wings, sending him falling off the other side of the tree, as both then attempt to right themselves and land correctly.
Not bad, but not good enough, Hikari's little brother. It's Shion, you creepy Halloween decoration! Shion Kesho! And we're just getting started!
Suddenly, Shini feels the threads of his cloak moving strangely, and before he knows it, the garment along with his flak jacket and other clothes begin to cinch up on him, and constrict his movements in the air, robbing his control of his fall, so that before he knows it, he ends up in a headlong rush towards the ground, pulled down even more rapidly than Shion by a set of physical sewing needles and thread that none other than Hiroko had thrown at him, and weaved into the fabrics he was wearing, using some genuinely impressive sewing skills, and the manipulation of a chakra thread technique to extend and strengthen. As he plummets towards an already rough landing, Shini grows close enough to notice Shion's twin sister had also seemingly laid down what originally appeared to be fabric in the spaces that he and the other twin would impact. But now as he's getting closer, he can see that each cloth, despite having similar X-shaped embroidery and neatly formed patterns and images, is different. For instance, a mass of feathers for Shion, and a bunch of needles for Shini. As with a bird hand sign, the girl channels her chakra through the phrase in the cloth, and they then suddenly appear to either transform, or possibly make use of a storage seal of some kind, the cross-stitched patterns becoming what they depicted, and thus negating any damage Shion could have suffered in his fall, while wisely maximizing their opponents. Suddenly breaking her guise of Hikari's perfect little copy, Hiroko shows little hesitation now, even as Shini meets a bloody and gruesome fall, while Shion his soft impact into a mini mountain of down. But as the twin sister makes her way through the splatter of gore to take hold of the skull, it is not the body of Shini Nara she finds, but instead a vision of her brutally mangled and just barely holding on Hikari Kesho, which meets her, the older sister weakly asking how Hiroko could be so cruel, or why she disobeyed her, as she appears to fade out from her injuries. Before this can either set in real lasting trauma, and or before an effect could take place in reality, the voice of her twin brother, and a strong gust of wind that shoves her on her butt and wakes Hiroko up from the hell-viewing illusion genjutsu she'd been placed in, saves her from allowing Shini to make contact with her shadow, as in reality, he had simply barreled through her spike trap with some earth-style jutsu, the skull still comfortably in his possession. While not giving up, Hiroko scrambles back up to try and attack Shini directly, but this time is stopped by the use of another shadow-stitching jutsu, which is used to immobilize her as payback. Your instincts and killing intent are almost as sharp as Hikari's. Keep applying them in your own way, and you just may have something worth considering firing her over.
I'm just doing what it takes to keep my family alive and happy, like trusting my baby sister to make me smile.
Thus, as Shini attempts to slowly and intimidatingly rise from the shadows of the small crater he'd created,
expanded, the ground under him begins to break up more, as he all too quickly realizes he somehow lost track of the youngest and most attention-grabbing of the Keshlings, a result of Rinka, now freed from her fish costume, displaying a monstrous amount of strength for her size and age as a result of apparent and acute chakra control, as well as some strange-looking fuzzy gauntlets she had equipped. Just as the little brat is able to shove a boulder 3 times her size, uncovered in the impact sliding across the ground towards Shini, despite it likely weighing 100 times as much as she does. Enough that the Nara sacrifices the spine of his now bow staff in order to split it, since Hiroko is still close. A reckless but calculated decision from the youngest sibling, who follows directly behind a projectile using her tiny size to stay in its shadow. As using its first deflection, it eats up Shini's ability to react to her suddenly latching onto his back from the blind side, where she would then simply pull the hood of his cloak over his eyes and tie it closed on him. With a shocking amount of skill and proficiency at rigging, the Nara attested to her so-called vaunted pranking ability as foretold by Hikari. The maneuver would have been more successful had she not been so tiny and short-limbed, since her scrambling attempts to snag the skull from his hands are a critical failure, as Shini simply reaches back to pull her off him by the top of her head, suddenly lurching her in front of him so he can tell the little rugrat off to her face before throwing her across the training field for her trouble. However, a chill instead goes through his spine, as he realizes that was far too much force, the poor girl hanging in his grasp limply, as if that small bit of torquing and twisting had broke her neck, to the point something was even beginning to spill out of it. Was that stuffing? As soon as this thought occurs, though, Shini notices the stuffed toy clipped to Rinka's belt, seemingly some strange chimeric creature she or one of her family members had created for her. It was very far from the typical plushie or teddy bear. Its appearance wasn't what was strange, though. The fact that it was moving was what was strange. And not just moving, it had gotten a solid grip on the skull in his free hand before breaking away and completely disengaging from him in the combat to the cheers of Shion and Hiroko, who had taken the time to retreat and mend the brothers' damaged wings. Throwing away the apparently stuffed and very convincing Rinka dummy, Shini for a moment is frozen in disbelief that a sprouting puppet master had emerged in a land so far from that particular shinobi art's birthplace. But getting over it, the conductor of the Black Parade goes after the torpy-toetic ninja tool, catching up to it rather quickly, as it only takes a couple of strides before he is able to place a hand on it in order to snag the MacGuffin of the test back. But instead, he meets way more resistance than he expected, as suddenly, the toy is far heavier than it was when attached to the dummy, enough that Shini has to try to pick it up. And as soon as he does, the entire thing erupts into a boofing puff of smoke that obscures them both. When it clears, Shini, who stands fairly tall, is suddenly the twerp, looking up at a large juggernaut of a teddy bear that stands at least 2 or 3 heads taller than him, the skull now appearing diminutive in its clenched pink and green paw, while the adjacent free fluffy stuffed limb, adorned in a different colored fabric of silver and blue, suddenly drives into Shini with an utterly bone-shattering power plush fist, the blow being violent enough, despite how cutesy what it originates from, that several of Shini's own limbs end up mangled and twisted into the landing 30 feet away, revealing this to simply be a black ghost that Joni had substituted with as disperses, the moment of breath allowing the 3 siblings to regroup. Damn it, this guy really is stupid strong. How many times do we have to hit him with intent to kill? He totally said that bullshit just to mess with us.
Rinka's voice suddenly sings songs out from her plush puppet armor, in a way that is quite unnerving, considering how large and imposing it is with a child's voice coming out of its stomach area.
No way, no way. Don't let it be over yet. Boney Bone's the first person who's ever been there to play with us like this. It's all we can show Kari. Rinka, I would hardly call hitting a man as hard as a horse-drawn carriage playing. Listen, when he appears again, let's all use supporting guilt to blow him away as hard as we can and buy a little more time. And Shion, you need to pace yourself. It's only been
36 seconds. Though if it makes you feel any better, I'm about as impressed in watching 36 seconds of you 3 mini Hikaris fighting as I was with the original and her team, and especially the rest of those washouts from the Wave Academy trained by that oaf. As he speaks out, the trio suddenly finds Shini lazily sat amongst them, scribbling his notes from the test down in that strange bony ledger of his, as if it were already over. Well, actually it already was, since he had caught them in the shadow paralysis as soon as they'd gathered back together, since now all 3 siblings have shown their hands, and exactly what they thought made them so special compared to the other students attempting to pass the academy. Despite their struggles, none of them are able to break the hold, and even if they did, Shini knows that he's already had plenty of time to slip black ghosts into their shadows, so unless they'd like to fight those as well as him, this was checkmate. As he reaches out to take the skull back from Rinka, looks like I'm gonna have a really interesting story to tell Hikari when we meet back up. However, before his hands can touch it, the 3 Keshos make a very Hikari-like request that stops him in his tracks.
Please, Mr. Shini, we're trying what we can to help Hikari.
Pausing his pin's motions out of curiosity, the question is finally, and obviously posed why they feel such a need to step up to match the burden their elder sister has taken on, much less relieve her of it, as whether they like it or not, she's still the strongest and oldest of them, and thus doing what is expected of her role, and they should as well, considering her sacrifices this far have all been for their sake.
You don't get it. Hikari is Well, our mom died before Rinka even got to remember her. Shion and I are even starting to forget her. So when we think about our mother, the closest thing there is for us has always been Akari or maybe Nana-chan. If something happened to her, then we'd be losing our mama all over again. And this time it's different. We can do something about it this time. That's why I'm gonna get stronger than her, so I can force her to sit down, have some kids of her own, and leave the ninja work to someone else, even if it's our little bro. So please, Bony Bone, we promise we'll work really hard, harder than anyone. Just show us how to keep our secret for now, and we swear we won't tell Akari honest. I was only kidding earlier.
Thus, Bony Bone continues to pause, allowing the time to tick a bit closer towards a full minute, and further considering the request for the silly childish whim that it is, selfish though it may be. They were indeed kids, even younger than his actual charges, small, desperate, and yet overflowing with a terrifying potential, and seemingly were something a lot deeper than just their blood, though he knew better that that was something to take remark of as well.
First off, no matter how well I train you, your secret is gonna come out. They eventually always do, and trying to hold on to them can lead to death. But I'll admit, you guys are entertaining too. So I was only gassing you all up about firing Squad Zero to motivate you. By this point, I've sunk a bit too many hours into those kids to completely dump them now. It'd be too inefficient, so you'd have to really impress me. But maybe I can help you all keep things on the down low for a little bit longer than you'd be able to on your own. If nothing else, I'm sure this will kick Ava, Nanamo, and the Lieutenant Sass into high gear, which from the looks of things is more needed now than ever. Plus, with the whole Blood of Lost Nations thing, as well as living somewhere participating in the insurgency program, it wouldn't hurt to help these brats become more self-sufficient, as if something happens to these kids because they can't protect themselves. Even I can recognize that the loss of Ikari could mean a serious disruption to the synergy of my team and my mission. So without further ado, for the next month, welcome to Hell and Skull Squad.